Welcome back to the great Ace Attorney. We got a special guest today. Bradderfield is on the scene.
How you doing?
He's here to help me play, get some voices done, and I don't have to read the whole thing out loud. We're starting episode 4. The Clouded Kokoro.
That's heart, isn't it?
It is, though. The first chapter that isn't named after a Sherlock Holmes tale. I don't know how much have you been watching of my great Ace Attorney streams, Brad, but so far each chapter has been named after a Sherlock Holmes story with references to it, and it starts with "You can be Watson." "I begin to think, Watson," said Holmes, turning his head languidly in my direction. "Oh, there is more to this case than what you've observed." I realize Watson is narrating.
Indeed, maybe another part.
Oh, it's still a quote.
It's still a quote.
Dang it! This is terrible. There you go.
His eyes wandered, following the steam rising from his cup of tisane.
Curare.
The memory of that snowy evening in his mind.
Ah!
To the young lady collapsed on the path along Briar Road, and the knife in her back.
No.
Lit in the soft glow of gas lamps. A most extraordinary scene. Extraordinary scene had been set.
She's dead.
And under the cover of a light fog, the curtain had risen silently on the insoluble mystery of our invisible killer.
These are all excerpts from Sherlock Holmes stories, and they're I need to read those books.
That's fantastic.
I really need to. I don't get the references. Unfortunately, they have not really anything to do with the game itself. So, yeah. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Welcome, Hammy. Welcome back, Hector. Welcome, Drexel. And once again.
So it's excerpts from the Sherlock Holmes novels that end up being cases in this great Ace Attorney trial kind of thing.
Yes.
What do you think? Wow.
Yeah. Well, it references it. We'll see in just a sec. This is episode 4. We've already gone through a couple of very, very twisty and turny stories. And we'll see what awaits us this time. Hector's asking, how did the last episode go with Megundal's trial? I feel so betrayed. Brad also feels betrayed. He doesn't know what happened, but that everything was terrible. I don't know who to believe anymore. We just came to this country, and nothing is real.
We'll make them give back a pass.
Give it back. That was ours.
That's not right.
19th February, 9:47 a.m. High Court of Justice. Chief Justice's office. Naruhodo, did you manage to sleep last night? No, not at all. Brad's time will come in just a second. Feel free to comment on what's happening, though. Though, that hotel was rather luxurious. The home could have been mistaken for a palace. It was nothing short of dazzling. Wait, how did they get a hotel? I thought they had no money. The gas lamps were as countless as glittering stars, making the night shine brighter than day. Suzato's very poetic today. That's what a good night's of sleep will do to you. And wow, imagine just how much that bed was worth. You see a clear difference in their personalities here. Yeah. Suzato's like, oh, the stars twinkling in the night.
Very romantic.
Naruhodo's like, oh man, that bed's expensive.
Are they in the clock tower or the Great Library of Castlevania?
I think they're in Big Ben or something like that. That's where the High Justice's office is. Very high. Suzato tossed and turned all night just to make sure that I made full use of its size. Oh wait, that was Naruhodo. Damn it!
They were both tossing and turning, huh?
Suzato tossed. I just wanted to say Suzato tossed. So did I. That was the night of my dreams. Except, you were there. When I learned that lodging cost £3, I realized my nightmare had only just begun. Sorry. The building was so overwhelmingly beautiful, I wandered in before I could regain control. Just the first hotel he sees. Back in Japan, we could have used that same amount for over a year of safe shelter.
Jeez.
When I parted with our dear money, my tears just wouldn't stop flowing.
Dear money.
Ugh. Really, I'm so sorry. She could have shopped around. Anyway, we have to find cheap lodging as soon as we possibly can. If we can't do that in 10 days, we're sure to run out of our student allowance. I'm surprised you haven't spent it already. London is a formidable foe. Oh, that's you.
Currency. Thank you for coming in so early.
British accent. British. We're in England.
England? Who is that?
Look at this man.
Whoa.
Look at his sideburns.
Sideburns.
Oh, likewise, sir. So yes, Brad is Vortex. His name is Vortex, by the way.
What? Vortex?
Good morning, Lord Chief Justice Vortex. You've arrived today to report on yesterday's trial. Suzato can talk to him without flinching. Her composure is really something else.
I trust that you've enjoyed your first taste of Great Britain's trials.
Excellent. Perfect. Here's the room fee. Slams down 3 pounds of silver. Yeah, please pay us. Yes, sir. In fact, I tasted so much law that I'm downright full of it. I'm bursting at the seams. Thus, he has done exactly as you ordered, Lord Chief Justice. Chief Justice, Lord Chief Justice, Man, Lord Vortex.
Lord.
Ryunosuke Naruhodo has carried out his duty to completion. So formal.
Oh, yes. I've already heard about the events of yesterday's trial.
You won! But at what cost?
Your defense was remarkable. You pass.
I did it! Why do I feel so empty inside? Huh?
Exchange student from the Empire of Japan. You'll now be recognized as an attorney.
I can't get enough of the birds scattering every time he does that.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Even for our country, meeting such a promising youth from the Far East is a tremendous delight.
Oh, don't worry. We'll overstay our welcome soon enough.
Huh?
Thank you very much, sir. I'm now an attorney.
Naruhodo is empty. I prepared a new assignment to test your skills as a fresh young attorney.
What is this, Baba Is You?
Naruhodo is sad.
I saw some updates from the Baba Is You creator. He added the word sad to the word list.
Oh, wow.
Baba is sad without fruit.
You should get started on it immediately. Understood?
Yes, please. A new assignment? Already?
As an attorney, the best way to develop your skills is through experience.
Can I just get like a magical artifact that tells me who was innocent or not? That's much easier.
I dare not ask, but do you object to your assignment?
Objection! I mean, no. I'm sorry, I just heard the word objection. I don't know how to say this, but I'm still not satisfied with yesterday's verdict. I wanted to be guilty. I wanted to lose.
You're not satisfied with it? As I recall, you want not a guilty verdict. You want a not guilty verdict. What more could you possibly want?
I don't know, a cheeseburger, some fries, a number 9 large, number 9 extra fries.
Extra dip.
Order in the court. I am ordering.
No, how could you?
Oh. Flashback. You can be the judge.
Oh, man.
I gave him like the oldest old man voice.
As of yet, the court cannot pass a guilty verdict.
Oh, that's pretty good. Now, can you sustain that for an entire trial, though?
We'll find out next time.
Oh, no.
Therefore, there is no need to leave the verdict to the jurors.
Today has been quite rough, eh, Prosecutor Van Zix? For you and for my esteemed barrister as well.
Vocal cord parasite.
Parasite, what back here?
Oh,
Yeah, so that happened.
wow.
You think he's innocent? No. Cosney Megundal. Was he truly innocent? Naruhodo! He's playing with his watch. I still can't say for sure. But despite that, the trial is already over.
There's all kinds of clockwork going on, even with Vortex.
The gears, the metal gears, are turning.
You won't have to worry about that anymore, I can assure you.
This isn't the 1970s. That's true. This is like the 1900.
Yeah,
The actual 1900.
Yeah, 1870.
Huh? I wish there were Baba Is You emotes. That would be great. I'm sure there could be some defined. Whatever do you mean? I mean, Baba Is You emotes, you know. What?
Cosney Megundal is dead. He died just after the end of the trial.
Excuse me? No, that can't be real.
Dead?
Anything to anything to protect his image?
Megundal died of a heart attack? No, I'm just
I don't
kidding.
know. At the end of the last trial, a key piece of evidence, which was an entire stagecoach, was set on fire.
Oh?
I think
Is that
maybe
the
what-
same stagecoach from the first murder that I at least witnessed?
Yeah,
How many
that was the
stagecoach
last
murders
trial.
Okay.
No, every murder takes place in the stagecoach. That's how England is.
Oh.
They're very polite about that.
Uber is just so unsafe.
Yeah. What? What? Mr. Megundal is... I bet he faked his own death with the fire. Dead?
Birds.
Mr. Megundal is dead?
I must depart in 19 minutes and 41 seconds. Until then, I am able to talk.
Egg.
If but for a while.
Yes, that's enough time for my eggs to cook.
Eggs.
Oh, somebody count the time. There's no way they'll actually take that long.
I've got a stopwatch.
Ah, yes, let's go. First, very important, present my badge.
Beep,
Always.
beep.
Lord Chief Justice Vortex, there's something I'd like for you to look at.
If I were to thoroughly examine what you've given me and offer an official opinion,
It's shit.
it would probably cost 24 seconds of my time.
It's costing you that many seconds to explain to me how you don't want to spend 24 seconds.
Anime.
Huh? Anime time.
Are you planning on showing me something that is in fact worth 24 seconds of my valuable time?
Oh, I assure you, the badge is always worth... the badge is worth an hour or more. Actually, never mind. Wasting his precious
Tried to
seconds.
give that badge to somebody else.
Somebody's got to appreciate it. Let's talk. Gundal's death. I can't believe he... What? He actually died? What do you mean he's dead? How did Megundal die?
The end of yesterday's trial, chaos erupted in the courtroom.
Chaos, chaos.
I assume you recall the omnibus that was brought into court.
I never knew that omnibus actually referred to a physical item.
Omnibus.
Yeah, it was brought in to be examined as the scene of the crime.
Uber Lyft.
It's an Uber lift.
That's right.
Why don't we make a service called Omnibus?
At some point, when the bailiffs weren't looking, it suddenly went up in flames.
No, you know, as stagecoaches are wont to do in this country. They're very not safe.
Low budget.
What?
Very flammable.
Yes, of course. How could they let this happen?
We are currently investigating that matter. Furthermore,
Brother.
we discovered Megundal's corpse among the coach's burnt remains.
Oh,
Just like you
no
theorized.
way. This was before DNA testing. It could have been just anybody, any schmuck he decided to off.
One last stone away.
What?
He must have entered the coach while the bailiffs weren't looking.
And what is it, suicide?
Burn it. Blaze it.
no. London is pretty fallible itself. All those buildings. These bailiffs sound like awful slackers, or they're on Megundal's payroll.
They look the other way.
How could they let this happen?
We're currently investigating that as well.
That reminds me of something. That reminds me of a puzzle. I'm sorry, we're in London. Puzzles are everywhere. Just ask Professor Layton. At the end of the trial, Mr. Megundal said something that bothered me.
I like that. That laugh kind of bothered me.
A little bit. Whoever did that laugh was a madman. Well, you heard the man. I must excuse myself now. I will be stuck inspecting this crime scene for a while yet, I am told. What for? It seems that the omnibus will have to undergo another investigation, given the circumstances. They said that they want me to be present for it, if at all possible.
So something that would replace himself.
Suspicious. Very suspicious.
Inspect the crime scene,
Ah,
Scotland Yard had no such arrangements made, to my knowledge.
so he was lying. Then who did this?
I wouldn't worry. The Yard is putting all of their investigative metal to test here.
Metal.
Leave the rest to them. There's no need for either of you to pay it any mind.
I want to trust Vortex. I guess I trust him more than Megundal, but
He's
I don't
so
know
powerful.
who to believe.
Who would looks more believable?
I mean, he looks very villainous,
I
to be
Josh.
sure. Mr. Megundal.
Okay, he'd be like the most awesome villain.
A little bit. Look at those sideburns.
Look at him.
I'm sorry you have no context, Brad, but
I have no context.
it's okay. It's the start of a new episode.
My voice is all over the place.
Vortex does seem trustworthy. After what I've seen so far in this country, he's the only person I probably can trust.
By the way, how was your first trial in our crown court?
Confusing, terrible. I wet my pants. It was, well, amazing. Naruhodo, you're a terrible liar. What about Sherlock, though? Can you trust him? We haven't seen him here yet. I want to, though. I would like to see a familiar face. He's a cool dude.
Only trust Moriarty.
Yeah, Professor Moriarty. I don't. If he shows up, I'll be. That would be
Best
interesting.
cameo.
What if?
He has the same kind of sideburns from.
What if Megundal is Moriarty in disguise?
What? Then he burned himself.
And then he burned himself.
Whoops.
Yeah. We were overwhelmed by its noble aura and the dignity born of its venerable, profound history. Big words. Our own country's Supreme Court is no match, as it's only been around for decades at best. Suzato really has a way with words when it's time to be eloquent.
Dang.
You know, talking about stars and beds. My friend Naruhodo is so impressed that he's been rendered speechless, as you can see. Or like, I don't want to embarrass myself in the face of those grandiose vocabularies.
Our courts are the pinnacle of law. You would do well to learn from them while you still can.
Brother!
That is amazing. He's so powerful.
The pinnacle, he
pinnacle.
says. The peak performance.
The absolute tippy top.
The absolute size of this lad.
I have to say, though, it was some stroke of fortune that you could take such a simple case for your first trial here.
Simple? I guess it was simple because he was actually guilty or something. Vortex didn't expect me to actually draw it as long as I did. It lasted a while. Simple, my lord?
As I said yesterday, there's no way you could lose.
Excuse me? Is it just because Megundal has that much influence and power?
Rigged.
Rigged. Excuse my rudeness, my lord, but that case was by no means simple. We actually almost lost. We were this close to a guilty verdict, and then we exploited a loophole in the law to say, keep going, do it.
Why?
Trainer Millie, thanks for the follow. When we first heard the details of the case, we felt like we were at such a disadvantage. Even now, I still can't believe that we managed to seize a not guilty verdict. And at this point, I kind of don't want it. Oh, why are you being so evil?
What's that there?
I thought I could trust you. What's the matter? What's the matter, you?
I'm sorry, excuse me for that.
But
in the end, verdict was indeed not guilty.
But is that all that matters?
It was because of your skill as an attorney. You'd say that's all there is to it, right?
The forged evidence might play a hand in that, I think. No, my lord, that's not exactly what I was trying to say.
Regardless.
The ends justify the means, huh?
You've exceeded my expectations. I assure you, that is nothing but the truth.
I guess. It worked out for us. We get to be lawyers.
Yeah, got the attorney badge.
Yeah.
That is why I've already arranged a new case for you.
Already? What? What?
Steady work, man.
Nani?
Gotta pay for that hotel.
On here?
£3.
What? 3 pounds of debt.
Almost broke.
I wish I was 3 pounds in debt. I'd weigh less. What exactly was Chief Justice Vortex trying to employ just now? Am I just a pawn in your system? A soldier?
Orders, no questions asked.
That's what a soldier would do.
Warrior's pride.
You enjoy all the killing, don't you? I don't think that's what a lawyer does. What exactly does this new case entail? Don't tell me it's another murder trial, or that it's going to start in 10 minutes or something.
All of it.
It's another murder trial, and it starts in 5 minutes. Please, there's no need to worry.
You've got 11 minutes this time.
Circumstances surrounding this trial are completely different, after all.
This time, he actually is guilty. I see. Is he reading my mind?
Clairvoyant.
His blue text is very loud.
At the very least, nobody has died yet.
Why yet?
People die every day.
People die when they are killed.
The trial is not today either.
Good for you.
Nah.
You have ample time to carry out your
I
investigation.
got ample time to, if you don't finish this trial by the time you have to leave, then I need to imitate your voices for this.
Ample time to panic.
To be precise, you have 23 hours, 43 minutes, and 19 seconds.
At least it's almost a day.
Constant calibration.
Okay. The trial's tomorrow then.
That extra minute counts.
Exactly a day from now. Duh. But I got an appointment tomorrow. I
19
have to
seconds
get my
is up.
teeth pulled. Is something the matter, Naruhodo? Oh, I was just feeling a little conflicted. I'm really feeling it. I was wondering if I made the right decision as his attorney during yesterday's trial. Naruhodo can't let it go. I think it might be a little bit too late. I mean, the guy's dead. I don't believe it, though.
Megundal?
Naruhodo. I'm not sure if I'm ready to stand in court again with the way I feel right now. Okay, Brad, feel free to take over a line if you got like a joke to sell. Because that's what professionals do.
Oh, just jump in there?
Yeah.
I'm being too respectful.
Nah.
Oh, that reminds me. There's actually one similarity between yesterday and tomorrow.
The defendant is Cosney Megundal. That's a big similarity.
Once again, not a single man is willing to step up to the challenge.
And don't tell me, once again, that the prosecutor is Baroque Van Zeeks. What?
Is that the Edgelord?
What?
Edgeworth? I mean, what's his name?
Edgelord. Prosecutor Edgelord.
Lord Edgeworth?
I wanna keep calling him Prosecutor Edgelord. It's perfect.
At this rate, tomorrow's trial will be forced to begin without a defense attorney present.
Zeeks!
And of course, I'm sure you know.
As you know.
Zeeks!
There's nothing at the end of that path, except for the worst possible conclusion.
Definitely.
Oh no.
Well, that sounds about right.
You just really enjoy giving me hopeless cases, don't you? Not again. Edgeworth would be a surprise. Imagine Edward's great really awesome grandfather.
Wait.
That's a problem.
Afraid
Baby
my
prosecutor.
I'm afraid my time is up. Must excuse myself.
Yes, you see, I had the Mexican food for lunch. I've only got 10 minutes to spare.
Uh-oh, gotta go.
Gotta go.
Strongly suggest that you wipe before you flush.
That's a good suggestion.
To begin preparing for tomorrow immediately. After all,
We're running out of toilet paper.
there are mere 23 hours, 26 minutes, and 39 seconds left until the trial.
Where did like 15 minutes go?
Diddly daddly.
You called that ample time not long ago.
Oh, one more thing, Master Naruhodo.
One more thing.
There is one thing I would like to inquire of you.
What is that? Sir, what is it?
As I recall, yesterday, you said thus.
Maybe talking takes a long time.
This or this or...
Yeah, they're actually reading the lines at like,
You wish to carry on the exchange to an Kazuma Sogi's will.
I can't-
Foolish samurai warrior.
I can't exactly argue with that. And also, you don't know how right you are. Asogi carried a sword at all times.
Oh my! I didn't know this!
Foolish samurai.
Ding Ding is watching this. Who's Ding Ding? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar, but
Long
welcome.
ago in a distant land.
Welcome to the stream.
Welcome. Welcome.
I hope you enjoy.
I want you to clearly explain what you meant by that.
It means he's dead. He's my friend.
You have 34 seconds.
Wait,
Speedrun strats, go!
huh? Well, he'd always talk about how he wanted to study the world's leading justice system and then she said lost at the Empire of Japan. I'm going to keep it stream live, though there's another reason. Oh?
Oh?
What might this other reason be?
In the steamship's cabin, he said something cryptic to me. There's something I absolutely have to do in Britain, no matter what.
What did he absolutely have to do? Again, I want you to tell me in clear terms.
He said he had to go defeat an evil, magic shape-shifting evil named Aku? Something like that?
Aku! Bless you.
I didn't ask him. I was sure that he would tell me when we arrived in Great Britain.
Time is up. I'm grateful you told me such an entertaining story, though. Unspeakable evil!
What? What exactly were you talking about just now, Naruhodo? Unspeakable evil? What is this nonsense?
The unspeakable evil is forgetting who Ding Ding is.
Oh, no.
How dare you?
I have the memory of a goldfish. I apologize. I'm sorry.
I have the memory of I have never been here before.
Well, that too.
I just got here.
Kazuma!
Kazuma never told me anything like that. Kazuma Kiryu.
Gesundheit.
The two of you are to focus on the case at hand.
Oh, what the? What?
I've already spoken.
Wait a minute.
Way over there.
Huh? That. You should not be alive.
Who is that?
You don't know. You don't even know. Huh?
I've already spoken to the inspector, leading the investigation.
Google safe search.
I presume he will give you the details if you ask. Is that
Oh,
Watson?
That's what you mean, Hammy. Oh, well. Glad that you got it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. When did he get here?
Now, I pray for your good fortune.
Thank you. It's like, I'm trying to unravel the mystery behind whatever Hammy's trying to talk about.
Don't worry about it.
Hammy, you confused. Oh, I don't even know. I'm glad. I don't know if I'm glad. I don't even know.
What secret was Kazuma keeping from me? What was he planning to do? I don't know. He really didn't tell me. Anyway, maybe we should go speak with the inspector now. Yes, we ought to do just that. This one's gotta be all you, Brad.
Who's that, Watson?
I can see a hint of spitefulness in his eyes. I can see a hint of spitefulness in his eyes, sorry. As he glares at us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Who is that?
In the very first trial, the victim was John H. Watson.
No, is that Watson?
So who is this?
Is that Sherlock Holmes?
In the second episode, Sherlock Holmes... Oh, you're eating fries? What is this?
Excuse me?
I don't
Did you
know.
get a fat burger?
I actually don't know if this is Watson.
That doesn't look like a Watson I know.
Yeah, me and Brad went to Fat Burger for dinner today. We got the Impossible Burgers. Because I always wanted to try
It was
those.
very possible.
They're very expensive.
So,
$5 more than a regular burger.
£3?
But I will say it does taste like some sort of meat. Not beef, but some sort of meat. Excuse me, could I have a moment of your time, sir? Also, can I have some of those fries?
Dang, he's got so many.
Well, look like I have any time to spare.
British.
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 Who
No.
is he?
Do I look like I have any time to spare?
There's a
Whoa.
voice.
Nice weather we're having, huh?
Does the weather look nice to you?
Whoa. A little bit?
Listen to me, Jack.
Oh,
Listen to
not
me.
cool.
Don't go around thinking that any old British gentleman is excited to talk about the weather.
That's not.
I'm sorry? I'm just making small talk. But that's what Cesaro told me.
Very busy right now. More busy than you could ever imagine.
I can see that. Oh, it's fish and chips. That makes sense. Yes. Very. Do they serve it in like a newspaper?
It looks like
think
it's
I've
in
seen
some
that
kind
before.
of cone.
Yes.
To absorb all the grease.
Yes. Hello, Trainer Millie. Welcome.
Magic fish and chips.
He might not like. The fish just regenerates.
While I'm here yelling at you, the investigation is still underway at the crime scene.
I'm very sorry.
Jenny.
Oh, yeah. I'm willing to bet they're saying all kinds of things behind my back right now. Hey, where's that guy been? Who knows? He acts like such a big shot. He must be slacking. Thanks to some bloody foreign bumpkin who just came to London just to frolic and have fun.
This is nothing short of fun. My friend died. Excuse me. Just got rude.
You hear the sound of my policeman's prestige falling? Because I certainly can.
What does it sound like?
Fish and chips. Yeah, flush that one down the toilet.
He's using cheat codes to have infinite fish and chips. It's regenerating.
It's the hat.
I can tell this won't be easy. Greetings, sir. I believe we haven't met. My friend here is Ryunosuke Hanahodo. A defense attorney. And I am his legal assistant. We're both deeply pleased to make your acquaintance today. Can't say no to a girl.
Oh. Ooh.
I must say, the weather truly is beautiful today. Look at his change in demeanor.
Got him.
Got him. Trying to act all cool.
With the power of wife. Absolutely. It's not often you get to see such a clear day during a London winter.
Oh, yes. Amazingly well done, Suzato.
Got him.
If only I was female.
Lord Vortex asked me to give you a lot of details on the case.
Ah,
Give you
yes.
a lot.
So he said something like that. I think I got what you mean.
British.
Okay, this isn't Watson.
My name is Tobias Gregson, Scotland Yard.
Tobias Gregson, Scotland Yard.
I really like that.
Inspector Gregson? Is that a Sherlock Holmes character? I feel like it might be.
Scotland Yard character.
Why do they always make fun of the main protagonist in these games? I don't know. They like have a giant kick me sign attached to them. There's a part in the later game where someone else is the defense attorney, and he's like, "Wow, now I know how Phoenix feels." Huh? His name got quite a reaction out of her.
Oh, she knows.
She just knows all the British people. Sherlock Holmes, now him.
She's the only one who reads.
All the books. I wonder if he knows him from somewhere. Oh, another thing, Brad. The Sherlock Holmes books exist in this universe.
And?
It's just that they're written about the real Sherlock Holmes.
Ah.
So every story exists, and they're
Based on real
admittedly
events.
like fiction. Sometimes some of them are just fiction based on him, and some of them are based on real events about him. So maybe he is a character.
It's like a biography, case analysis kind of deal.
His neck the same as he goddamn head.
He's
He's
got
like a thumb.
he's got a big old.
He's a thumb.
He's a thumb.
He's a thumb with a hat. Inspector, might you be the same Inspector Gregson as the Inspector Gregson?
No relation.
No, that's Inspector Greg Daughter.
Zato, do you know this man, even though he's from London?
Pen pal.
Of course I do. Who wouldn't? I guess I wouldn't. Well, you're a nobody. Ah! He's a recurring character in The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. That answers that question. Oh, are you talking about the Strand magazine again? Inspector Gregson is none other than Sherlock Holmes' rival.
That's not Moriarty.
Moriarty, though.
It doesn't exist.
Maybe a rival in terms of trying to find the truth.
Ah, rival detective.
Ah, yeah, rival detective. Wow, his rival. That's actually pretty impressive. Wow.
Fish and chips.
Back in the day, they served fish and chips in newspapers for takeaway. I think some places still do that, like boardwalk stands and stuff.
Maybe you get the newspaper, but it's in a basket too.
Very fancy. Maybe the newspaper just gives you news about fish and fries.
Fish market coupons.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I suppose so. I have to say that Holmes does pretty well himself for an amateur.
If you keep talking him up like that, you make yourself look bad, because if he's an amateur, what are you?
A loser.
Oh no, no self-deprecation. That's sad.
Self-deprecation.
Deprecation.
Mr. Holmes has spoken very high praise of Inspector Gadget as well.
I think I would catch that.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wowzers.
Wowzers. Gregson is the smartest of the Scotland Yarders. He's the pick of a bad lot, he says. That doesn't sound like much of a compliment to me. Naruhodo just thinks so lowly of the entire Scotland Yard. Well, Mr. Holmes isn't the type of person to sing praises of others in the first place.
That's right, because of the blasted magazine.
Blasted.
Become famous all the world over.
Famous for being a chump.
Famous for his eating habits.
That's a good thing, right? Yeah, if Sherlock is the hero, then what is he? He's the rival. He's the chump. He's Gary Oak.
Well, I'll admit I wasn't so bad at first. Everyone wanted to shake my hand, and my reputation at the yard was in an all-time high.
And then over time, did you just fall out of grace? That sounds great!
However, you must never underestimate how terrifying man can be.
Dude, your fries though! Ah, they're all messed up. All tartar sauces everywhere.
The crunchy grease in your fingers.
They still occasionally print newspaper-style stuff on the actual food-grade wrapping now. I think I've been to a restaurant that does that for some... I don't think it was fries, but for something. Very fancy.
Since then, I've had a feeling that people were staring at me, talking behind my back.
Talking behind your back?
That's what I said, yes.
You had a feeling?
Yes, that's what I said. Why do Japanese people always repeat everything I say?
Repeat everything you say.
Nanomachines.
Metal Gear?
I haven't had fish and chips in a long time.
He's changed ever since he appeared in those novels. Look at him, acting like a big shot.
His reputation precedes him. Have people really been saying such awful things?
Awful things.
Maybe he just imagines it.
Psychomantis.
Like I said, they do it behind my back, so I can't really make out what they're saying. However,
Oh, maybe it's just getting to his head.
Fish and gestures.
that's the feeling I get. There's definitely no doubt about it.
Oh, that's quite the catchphrase.
Hammy doesn't want fish and chips? Fish is great. Although I prefer raw fish.
Sushi.
Sashimon?
It feels like this inspector is going to be difficult to work with. Yes, it seems that sudden fame comes with its own share of troubles.
Totally. You don't have pet salmon, do you?
I have a question for you, Inspector, though. What do you think about... Oh, I can't show him my badge!
What do you think about
Ruined.
that? Look at my cool bracelet.
Look at my bracelet.
Armband?
So what's the case that Lord Chief Justice wanted you to talk to us about?
Well, if I were to put it simply, this is probably the easiest case that a detective could possibly work with.
Open and shut. That's not a good sign.
This makes it too simple. Something's wrong.
Yeah. I mean, Vortex said the last case was simple.
That pet tilapia.
Tilapia are delicious, though. And are you saying
Snake.
that this is probably the most difficult case that a defense attorney could work with? If it's evidence for you, it's bad news for us.
Oh, yeah.
I should hope not, but it definitely looks that way.
A lady walking along Briar Road was stabbed in the back with a knife.
Oh, so that excerpt from the beginning was actually
It's
what happened. Oh.
It's real. Fortunately, her life isn't in danger now. But she still remains unconscious at the hospital.
Who knows if she can even still walk. My, that's terrible. Who would stab a frail woman in the back like that? The spy from Team Fortress 2. I'm sure you'd just perform a Suzato toss on them if you found them.
She knows.
Suzato toss? That's not important right now.
She knows CQC.
You didn't have to yell. Jeez, my ears.
Anyway, we were able to arrest the culprit without wasting too much time on this case.
How did you find them? You just arrested the nearest bloke by?
He didn't even have the time to enjoy after-crime tea before we took him in.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's a thing?
I always enjoy my after-crime tea.
After crime.
Every day.
The perfect crime with the
Yes.
perfect cup of tea.
Every time I download an MP3 file. Yes. Then you must have found some trace of the culprit at the crime scene, right? Or maybe there was an especially trustworthy witness testimony?
Ah, give it up. It's not worth racking your brains over it.
There was just some bloke on the side of the road with a knife.
Huh?
No matter how you might try, there's no saving the culprit from his fate this time.
Wow, how so? What do you mean?
It's simple. The prosecutor in charge of tomorrow's trial is none other than Lord Baroque von Zix.
Oh my, of course.
Oh my God!
What?
None here.
Seems like you lot already know him.
What do you mean, you lot?
That heck!
Yes, we are quite familiar with him. We actually stayed at his apartment yesterday. He's the one referred to as the Grim Reaper.
Oh jeez.
The Grim Reaper of the Old Bailey, man. Grim and Mandy.
Billion man.
The Grim Reaper, man.
Yes, Metal Gear.
That's the other similarity that Vortex neglected to mention.
Palpable.
So we're up against Baroque Van Zieks again. The same prosecutor as yesterday.
You know him, huh?
If I recall correctly, Mr. Megundal said...
Flashback.
Flashback. Recollection.
For those he prosecutes, they say that the Reaper has come to collect his due. Ho!
Wow.
Fancy man. In the court of the Deathbringer, not a single defendant has lived.
Computation.
No.
No?
Yes.
Yes.
No. What? The Grim Reaper of the Old Bailey. In other words,
Die.
he's managed to force a guilty verdict on every defendant he's prosecuted, right?
Nah.
Inspector, if that's what you're trying to tell us, what if we were to tell you that Naruhodo won a not guilty verdict against the Reaper? Seasons don't fear this Reaper.
Is that so? Well, what of it?
So you won. What a fluke.
I mean,
A fluke?
Beginner's luck.
even if the enemy is the Reaper himself, there's still a chance that the defendant may survive.
You two really don't know a thing.
Well, he's got to turn it around again. What exactly do you mean, then?
I'm pocketing my greasy chick.
Oh,
He ended up dying anyway, didn't he?
you don't mean to imply Baroque Van Zieks ordered his death?
Mafia.
Some kind of...
Huh?
made it look like an accident. Talking about Cosney Megundal. He was burned up along with the carriage, no?
I don't believe it.
Oh, no matter how you look at it, it's hard to call that surviving.
What?
What?
What? Hey.
If a man can prove every criminal guilty, he'd be considered a god. But Baruch Van Zieks, he's no god. He's the Grim Reaper.
He gets a verdict he doesn't like, he kills them? That's not legal.
You die.
They meet with an unfortunate end.
In any case, you do well to keep that in mind.
Is that a threat? I'm so confused. London is a weird place.
I need to speak like I've got a bulldog face.
This never happened in any Ace Attorney. Old bulldog Brad.
Always dead.
What is going on here?
What's going on?
To be fair, he was guilty, which is especially weird.
I'm just gonna check out this carriage by crawling inside, light myself on fire. Let's see what happens.
Maybe it was karma.
Maybe.
Von Karma?
Maybe it was gasoline.
Alright, since I've finished eating what I have to eat,
He has so much more. You know it.
It's in his pocket.
I've said what I've had to say.
He's just full.
Return to the crime scene. We're in the middle of an investigation after all.
Investigation.
Investigation?
If you have infinitely regenerating fish and chips, and then you ate it, wouldn't it regenerate while it was in your stomach?
Ah!
Only one bite and I'm gonna explode.
The site of the incident is at Briar Road. Would I be correct in saying that? Von Karma's distant family line, Van Zeeks.
That's right. You head towards the Gowl.
The Gowl?
The
Gowl.
Interview the culprit.
The heck's a gowl?
Someone tell me.
You're already calling him the culprit?
Oh, gasoline wasn't until 1920.
He's shaking like a leaf in the isolation cell. It's a hilarious sight, I tell you. His number is 5-3. If you ask the guard for 53, you should be able to interview him.
I thought you meant like his phone number.
5-3.
Phone numbers were really short back then. Or actually, when was the telephone invented?
I misread. You could still telegraph or something.
Understood. Thank you very much.
Yeah, how we have gas lamps.
Yeah.
Whale oil. We're all burning
Whale oil.
whale oil.
Burning whale lords.
Whale lords.
Huh?
Oh no, Pokemon.
No!
Weak to fire, huh? Not this time.
No defendant can ever be saved from the Grim Reaper. Is that really true? Maybe. Naruhodo, what should we do about this case? Just drop it.
Set everything on fire.
We're already attorneys. Just relax. 2 trials in a row.
Take the money and run.
To be honest, I haven't been able to stop shivering since the trial yesterday. It's just really cold. To think that we would have to stand in the Crown Court again, facing the Reaper? But Vortex said so. I guess.
Have to defend, yeah.
Still takes courage to admit when the task is too much for you. You don't have to do this.
Oh, but I do.
Maybe you can take over for some of these, Brad. I feel bad. You're not saying anything.
If the man they arrested is innocent, then it's only natural that he'd be shaking like a leaf in that cell. Can't imagine the kind of monster that would just stand and laugh at such a sight.
He's got a point. Maybe Naruhodo has some sort of intuition for this after all. Then,
To be honest, I can feel the intense shock from yesterday's trial. I don't know how much I can do, but I think we should have a go at investigating. Will you assist me?
no. Yes, of course. You know that I'd be glad to. After all, I am your legal assistant. Oh.
Then,
Kawaii
we?
desu.
Kawaii!
All right, let's do it.
Oh my
Little
God.
fist pump.
That's so
She's
amazing.
so peppy.
I am motivated.
She can move mountains. Oh, Susato, you and me are going places. We're going to the Gowl.
Gowl.
What do you think? Should we go to the scene of the crime first, or should we go to the Gowl
Good
where the
question.
prisoners are being held?
Should we, I don't know. I want to look at the Briar Road thing.
All right, let's look at the scene of the crime.
Let's go.
Bop, 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 bop.
Maybe meet the defendant.
Meet the defendant. I don't have any meat. We need to get some. So you haven't seen any of this happen in an Ace Attorney game yet,
I've
but
never been to London, so yeah.
usually, well, that too.
Meet.
Usually, after the first trial, you are allowed to just walk around, investigate, talk to
time.
the defendant, free time events.
time, yeah.
We got to get presents for the Monokuma machine.
Yeah.
19th of February, Briar Road.
Penny Lane.
Yeah,
What is that?
it's a snowman.
We're talking about Mr. Muscle.
Mr. Marshall, I'm talking about Mr. Wild. So this is Briar Road, the scene of the crime. Ah! Take a look over there, Naruhodo. Who dat? I'd recognize those uniforms anywhere. There's no mistaking that helmet-like cap. They're from the IRS. Which is weird because that's America. It's Scotland Yard. The Yard's policemen are all conducting their investigation. Investigation.
Well, yeah, that's what policemen do.
Of course, they're the Scotland Yard, you know. Here, let's talk to this one. The one raising his arms up in celebration with a scarf. That's a snowman, Susato.
Yeah.
I know what I said. I'd admired them since I saw an illustration of them in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Wow.
Yes, I do love those steel helmets.
Huh? You only care about their helmets?
They look really cool, though. I want one. Can I have a souvenir, Naruhodo? Oh, if only I could don that helmet. Don't you just want to try it on?
I, hope you get to experience that cold metal.
Cold metal.
Cold metal.
Are those hats really made of metal? I always thought they were just hats.
Thought they were hats.
Yeah. It seems like Inspector Gadget isn't around. Anyway, we should secretly investigate the crime scene. Why does it have to be a secret? Aren't we entitled?
Secretly.
Do you want to see that snowman?
Secretly?
Secretly?
We make anyone angry. They might hit us with their steel helmets.
I don't think that's how it works.
Headbutt.
And once that happens, our heads will crack open like eggs.
Eggs. A policeman in a country full of gentlemen wouldn't do such a thing. Egg.
There it is.
That's what you think.
Zane. Snowman.
What? This is the most important.
That's the suspect.
They're very different from the snowmen in Japan. Look, what an adorable snowman. Yukidarumara. Wow. They make those in Great Britain too?
It's a little crooked, though.
Wow, my voice keeps changing. But look here. He's got a scarf wrapped around him.
Keep him warm. What do you mean by Japanese snowman?
They usually have like a bucket on the head instead of an actual hat. You ever play Mario Kart? You play the Sherbet Land level and then you get turned into a snowman? It's usually like a big body and then one body for the head. It's not like three balls like American Western snowmen. It's blisteringly cold out. I wouldn't mind a scarf. Yukidaruma. Maybe some other time. Our wallets are already pretty breezy as it is.
Money's just flying away.
Maybe I should just borrow that snowman's scarf.
It's so cold.
I'm surprised people don't just like steal clothes from snowmen. If you do that, I'm sure whoever built that snowman will be heartbroken. Yeah, I know. Besides, even if I did borrow it, it'd just make my neck even colder than it already is.
Logic.
That's not how scarves work.
It's wet.
That's depends on how tightly it was wrapped.
Yeah.
Rosen, I like how that was an actual piece of evidence.
Yes, or something you can interact with and examine.
I never want to see another omnibus again.
A stage.
That's actually more like a stagecoach.
A police buggy. There you go.
This is a police buggy from Scotland Yard. The Yard uses these to rush to crime scenes and lock up criminals.
Wow. Sure know a lot about this stuff, Susanoo.
It's been a lifelong dream of mine to ride through London on one of these. Then why don't you try breaking a window with one of those rocks over there?
What?
Where did that line of thinking come from?
Spring stuff.
What? Hold on. I did not follow that conversation.
Rush to crime scenes.
Oh, it's been a lifelong dream to ride in one. So do a crime.
So break the law.
Jeez, Naruhodo, that's a leap.
Do it. Do it.
But be that as it may, if there's no other way, I'll have to make do. I'll go search for a suitable rock.
She's gonna do it.
Don't do it.
Wait, no, I was just joking.
Yeah.
Wow, Susanoo, she would resort to it.
She really would.
Throw a rock
She
at
wants
one of
to.
them.
Throw a rock at the policeman's.
Take that, coppers. So this path here is the crime scene.
It's wide enough to give you a pretty clear view down the road. They got electricity now? I think so.
I don't see any obvious places that could be used as a hiding spot.
That's true. I don't see any yeah, that's what he said.
That's sneaky.
Oi, you chaps! What do you think you're doing?
We're just investigating the crime.
Why, you're in league with the guy with the mustache, aren't you?
In the league?
I'm sorry, I don't play Rocket League. Or League of Legends. Jinx, mind meld.
In that case, I bet you're here to tamper with the evidence, aren't you? Go on, get shoo!
Oh. Busted. You shoot us off like a couple of stray dogs. Snake?
Guess we shouldn't get too close to the crime scene.
We'll get our chance. Aw, that's a shame. What year is this game set? I've heard around 1900, yeah. Like either exactly the year 1900 or shortly after.
Hold on.
Like before World War I even. It was probably coal gas in this time period? Something. Let's go check a lamp, see what happens.
They're all extinguished.
We can talk to this guy.
Take a look. An officer of Scotland Yard. I guess he's on guard duty here.
A yard guard?
I feel like if I got too close, he'd arrest me in an instant.
For what crime?
Being annoying
In public.
in public.
You worry too much, Naruhodo. We haven't done anything wrong, so we should be fine to do as we please.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's already happened to me twice.
That's not wrong.
Wow.
Ah. Well, that was Sherlock, though. He's a bit arrest happy.
I've been handcuffed 2 times now, having done absolutely nothing wrong.
At least 3.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shame.
For being in public.
No. It might be because your eyes dart around so much.
Oh, yeah. Exhibit A, look to the right. I've seen him looking to the right and to the left.
Guilty as charged. Look
So
to the right.
suspicious.
Now look to the left.
Yeah.
Oh. I feel like we should go check out the defendant because we can't investigate here anymore.
We're not allowed.
Let's look at the buildings, though.
What to get that?
Look at this. It's fancy. I want to go to London. An old residence made from bricks. Fire! No!
Anna.
Anna, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to London.
Surprise.
Yeah. You want to visit London? Let's go. An old residence made from bricks. I can really sense the history built up in those walls.
Hi and bye.
Go watch Fruit Basket. I should.
Okay,
There's a lot of stuff I should watch.
Good night.
Alright, have a good night. Thanks for dropping by.
Thanks for reminding us to watch Fruit Basket.
Also, there's a Brad here, by the way.
Hi.
Uh,
There's so much history in it. In fact, the whole building is tilted.
excuse me?
Stash.
Is this the crooked house that the crooked man lives in?
crooked? Oh yeah, look at that crease right
Oh,
there in
yeah.
the middle. It's gonna fall.
That old house looks like especially dilapidated, even for this part of town.
What's that about Fruit Basket?
I mean, a part of town.
You should order one. They're full of...
We should probably be looking for some cheap lodgings of our own.
Yeah.
Order a fruit basket. Give it as a gift to Megundal. Sorry for your loss of life.
Yeah, you're right. Preferably somewhere cheap. And not tilted if at all possible.
I'm tilted.
Tilted?
Tilted Towers. Where are we dropping?
Right here. Apparently right here.
Apparently right here. This is new.
Can we click on the building behind that building? Hold on. Look at the window on this building.
It's fake.
It's brick.
What's the matter with it?
It's from the Matrix. It's completely sealed off with brick. I was right.
Oh,
Bricks.
oh yeah, I can see that now.
Oh,
It's hard to see on this tiny 3DS screen.
monitors.
Oh my. I wonder what that's all about.
I wonder what Mods is all about.
Mods, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Maybe the house is completely vacant.
Vulcans.
There's no. It's Vulcan. It's
Prosper.
completely melting. Live long and prosper. There's a Brad here, by the way.
Hey,
He's invading.
it's better.
Maybe the house is completely vacant. Maybe the owners just don't like light.
But there's smoke.
They're Twitch
going up
streamers.
from the chimney. They got the
It's
burning
Santa's
midnight.
workshop. It was here all along.
I know him.
I know him.
But who is Bradfield? He's so mysterious.
Bradfield is sour, please.
What kind of... Who is this man?
British culture remains an enigma.
An enigma. That's a great word for it.
Wasn't the term enigma coined in like World War II or something?
Sigma.
Sigma.
He's an enigma.
And a sigma.
And an insignia. Like
Eh?
Reperforce.
Rubber force.
What?
I have no choice.
I can't believe how gray and cloudy it is here. What's more, the fog is so
Dummy thick.
I can barely see what's in front of me. Why did we both...
Ah.
Thick.
It seems they weren't joking when they called London the smoke.
Smoke.
The big smoke.
Whoa. Way off. Amidst all the fog, I can faintly make out what seems to be a tower being built.
A little bit. Was that supposed to be Big Ben? That's the Crystal Tower. It's being built for the World's Fair to be held in half a year from now. I hear the whole tower will be covered in glass, and it'll be the grandest symbol of the fair yet. Grand?
The grandest fair in all the world, huh? I can hardly even imagine.
Wow. Wow. So this concludes our tour of London. Let's go talk to a guilty man.
Researching gas lamps for so long.
Yes. Good use of time, Hammy. Very, the history lesson is very astute to this game. Grand Dad. 19th of February. Gowl. Cell 9.
Gower?
I thought it was 53. So this is the gal.
Naruhodo in stereo?
Yeah, left and right channels. We'll see how the. We'll take a look at the prisoner and see who's more appropriate to voice him. How might I say it? This certainly is an impeccable prison, isn't it? Well, speaking as a man who was locked up in one of Japan's jails, I think even our simple Japanese jails were far more comfortable than this.
Huh?
Oh yeah, Naruhodo was arrested. Actually put in jail. Space jail. The space gulag. How heartbreaking. I've been told that the client is in the cell, but maybe he's really, really tiny.
Stealth camouflage.
Maybe he's hiding under the bed with ketchup pouring out from under him.
What are you even doing?
Knock it off, will ya? It's too dark to see in further inside. What sort of person could he be?
Number 53, the attorney is here to interview you.
What is this accent?
Stop hiding in the corner and come out.
I have a name.
Hello. To call me by a number is outrageous. I refuse to grace you with a reply.
I'm saying ketchup now. What a bird. Burger.
Excuse me, Naruhodo? Is it just me, or is the prisoner a giant wad of meat? Do you understand what's going on here?
Don't come to.
I am alone. Your guess is as good as mine. Those bitter words.
Bitter.
We're definitely in Japanese, though. How would we know?
Nani?
How would we know this translation? That's a terrible voice for that defendant. I'm not so sure about that.
We don't know.
Is this Edgar Allan Poe?
Huh?
Is it?
It looks like...
It looks like him.
Nadato.
Nandato.
Next anime phrase.
Who are...
Shush, be quiet.
Be quiet.
Look at that.
Need
What was
absolute
that?
silence.
He's like, shush. Closing your lips off.
It must be hiding somewhere. None can hide from my eyes. Surely, right now, right this instant too. It's looking at me, listening to me. I can feel it. The telltale heartbeat. I bet this is Edgar Allan Poe.
It looks like
the under the floorboards.
Can't be anyone else.
Oh, it's probably not. No way.
It's probably the tail.
Well, try this again.
The Telltale Games.
The Telltale Game.
It's Doc Brown. It's Marty McFly.
It's Marty.
Morty.
There you are.
We still need to find a voice for this guy.
There you are. Damnable spirit that curses my very life.
Spirit? He's just adjusting his mustache.
Yeah, it's very quick adjustment. I thought he
Marty, my boy.
He does the same gesture for his nose and his bow tie.
Do pardon me, but might you be Japanese? I don't know about that.
Okay.
Yeah, he did speak in Japanese. Did Edgar Allan Poe know Japanese?
No, but he wrote manga. I don't know.
He wrote manga. Yes, the esteemed the mangaka.
Of a manga.
Good heavens. This is... Heavens above, bless me!
Oh,
Ah!
he's okay with it.
Maybe you take him.
Me? Okay. The same guy.
How many different British voices can you do?
I do sincerely apologize for that loss of composure earlier.
Don't worry about it. It did surprise me for a little, though. Whoa!
However, a year has passed since I left. To think such a situation would transpire in a far-off land.
So you are Japanese?
Words of my fellow brethren penetrate my heart upon a meeting at the depths of hell.
Oh, that's a... The JoJo posing!
He is anime. He is from Japan.
Oh my god, he's JoJo! This is the next client Lord Chief Justice Vortex spoke of?
Yada does it.
I can't believe it. It's a Japanese person! What a coincidence!
My gratitude toward the motherland. After all, home is where the heart is.
This guy.
So he's got like maybe a slight British accent from...
Would he more have more... I've been giving...
here for a year? What do you think?
I don't know. I've been giving the Japanese people American accents.
Okay. Fine.
Maybe New Yorker.
Oh, sure, man. For the sake of one mere exchange student, she dispatched one first-rate attorney. Praise the motherland!
Was he dabbing? Don't dab!
That's some kind of...
No!
ManokAdobo.
ManokAdobo. A first-rate attorney. You give me too much credit, sir. I only had my first trial yesterday.
First rate, first trial.
At least first trial in this country. There's a better dab. Oh no.
There is a better day.
It looks like there's a huge misunderstanding here.
Oh no!
Oh no, there's a... In any case, would you be willing to tell us your story, good sir? For example, we'd like to know about your arrest as a suspect.
Aye, of course, with pleasure. Jumping up, throw it.
This guy's cool.
When he does that in
I
all
love
caps, I gotta go as JoJo as
Is he presenting himself?
He is doing something. He's looking at you. Do you like what you see?
Oh no, he's ready to dive. I don't quite understand what he's saying, but he seems happy.
Jumping for joy.
Yes, he does. Let's hope his trust isn't misplaced. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo, an attorney. Onomae wa Naruhodo Ryunosuke desu. Yoroshiku ne. As for me, Susato Mikotobo da. I am his legal assistant. I guess you'd use desu. It's very formal.
Yes, I am an exchange student sent to Great Britain from the Empire of Japan.
You're a student?
Soseki.
Natsume! Soseki!
Soseki, okay.
Natsume! Alright,
He
Natsume-san.
broke it up so much I couldn't read.
Soseki! Natsume!
Soseki.
Alright, Mr. Natsume, why don't you localize Harvest Moon, please?
Yeah,
First.
This is the guy.
Here you go.
Yeah, he deserves it. Yeah, stay in
First
jail.
thing first.
Soseki. Oh, this is
Soseki.
proof that the Empire of Japan has recognized you as a first-rate attorney. This must mean that you really will be acting as my defense.
Oh, Manoka cry. Oh, no, that's not exactly why I'm showing you this. I just showed it to everybody.
Check it out. Why else would you show me something like this?
Oops. I probably shouldn't have got his hopes up like that. Oh, he's having a constipation moment. Soseki Natsume, was it? That's an interesting name.
Well, you see, I'm quite fond of writing haiku,
What does that have to do with it?
so you can think of it as a pen name, I suppose.
Soseki Natsume. A pen name, huh? That's where you take on a different name for an authored work, right?
Right of you.
Yes. Yes, nobody will suspect that your name is actually Brad.
Nope,
Uh-oh.
it's Chad.
It's Chad.
Chatterfield.
Chatterfield.
Whoops.
Chowderfield. Yes, that is generally the case.
That's not all there is to it. There's a kind of refined elegance to the title.
In any case, I have to say that hearing about haiku makes me feel like I'm back in Japan.
Alrighty.
Haiku is complicated. I already made one too many syllables.
Count the syllables.
Refrigerator.
Finger Population.
Copulation. No, that's 4. That reminds me, earlier you said you were an exchange student, correct?
Always an exchange. Yes, the Japanese government sent me here 1 year ago to study the English language.
I'm still learning. I can't speak it.
I had no choice but to comply. But look at the situation it has put me in. They've ruined me.
It's a good thing that the translators of this game gave me the ability to speak English. You had no choice. You mean you didn't want to participate in the exchange?
That's not quite true. I've always wanted to visit the British Empire.
Uh-huh.
However, it was a ridiculous demand to begin with. Even more so coming from the government.
What exactly do you mean?
Haiku, look.
I boiled an egg. It was good. Refrigerator.
What? Did I do good?
That's pretty good, Hector.
I do good. Yes.
Also, every haiku I will ever read, I will change the last line to refrigerator. I hope everybody knows that.
Why?
Because it has 5 syllables.
Refrigerator. So, Disney.
What exactly do you mean?
Asking me to study English literature would at least be within the realms of my field.
I'd say you did good, Hector.
But to study the English language? I have not even an idea where to start.
Soseki, you could download Duolingo on your phone? Maybe that'll help you.
Download it on your lamp. Simply absurd.
This guy deserves a Figma or something. You can pose him in any way.
In fact, the other day I received a directive asking me to report my progress this past year. Because of their sheer nerve, I've submitted a blank sheet of paper in response.
Yeah,
that.
this is my progress.
Well, show them!
Oh, is this the dab?
There it
He's
is.
got the okay hand.
This is not okay.
Got him.
Yada yada is it.
Oh no.
Damn it.
There it is. Dab. Well, I found my thumbnail.
Yeah, right there. It's just thinking about how horrible.
I'm gonna mark that in Twitch right now.
Dude.
You must be rather the important person to be able to do that. Dab.
Yeah. Ah, yes. People often tell me that.
Dabbing is my very own secret profession.
It's all I've studied over here, the art of dabbing.
Yes.
Dabbling around.
Yes. He said it so proudly.
Yeah, see? Here we go. I was
Dab.
expecting him to post some more.
Some more dabbing.
Some more JoJo.
Only when he's about to enter a battle. Hector studied 1,000 ways to dab. Are there even that many?
There's probably that many gestures in Fortnite.
I have much to learn. So what suspicions were you arrested under?
I had no hand in it. I would never be able to commit such an atrocious act as murder.
What? She's not dead though. Murder?
See, he doesn't know. Oh, that's right. She didn't actually die. She was stabbed with a dagger right in front of me.
Right in front of me. Because I was holding the knife and she was in front of me. And she backed into it, but I didn't stab her. It's only a technicality. Right in front of you? Then does that mean you saw the culprit?
Who's behind you? I do not. What?
I did not.
I did not.
Huh?
If I did, I would not be in such a predicament right now.
Which means that the situation here isn't so simple.
Very true. Of all places, why did she go out of her way to get stabbed right in front of me?
I was just holding the knife in my hand and she just backed up. I don't know what she did.
Walk this way. That's right. This must all be due to the curse of these London spirits.
It's Jack the Ripper, it wasn't me.
London? Oh, you damn curse!
This guy.
I did not stab her.
I did not. Oh, hi, policeman.
Oh, hi, Scotland Yard.
Oh, hi, Sherlock.
Oh, hi, Scotland Mark.
So despite him being present as it happened, he didn't see the culprit.
Look how often he shuts his eyes so tightly.
In any case, we should ask him for more details on the incident. Yes, let's.
I keep expecting him to pose right there.
Let's ask him how he poses so graciously.
So it just stopped snowing. The streets of that cursed night were shrouded by fog. What a horrible night for a curse. I was on my way back to my cursed flat after making my cursed purchase at the bookstop.
It really is a night for a curse. It really is a night for a curse.
It was the Book of the Dead, full of curses.
It was the Necronomicon. Trying to perform a ritual to raise the dead. It looks like he's cursed in all sorts of ways. What a horrible night for a curse.
But there was one other individual walking in front of me on that cursed road. She was wearing a green overcoat. When I was about to pass her by, it happened.
What happened? She just died.
Who is it?
I don't know. That might be a dude, actually.
She suddenly let out a short cry, and then she was caught. So short.
It was so tiny.
And then she the cursed cry. It's a cold grab. What do you mean a dude?
I don't know. From that image, it didn't really show much of her. She's wearing a coat.
You are dead.
How terrible.
Not big surprise.
Maybe that's a secret. Maybe I shouldn't realize that yet.
I begged her to speak, but she would not open her mouth to respond.
Maybe it was right.
The scent of death.
What are you shaking Invisible Baby or what? Oh, that's terrible. Don't do that.
Spirit.
Bart Simpson!
But she isn't dead.
Smelled like death. Terrified, I seized the first opportunity to flee from the cursed scene. At full speed, mind you, back to my cursed flat.
Oh.
Speed away.
Cussed. That might not have been your best decision. That makes you look more guilty.
As a Japanese man, I should probably be ashamed for what I did.
Dishonorable.
By the way, did you happen to know the victim at all?
Not in the slightest. I'm not acquainted with any blonde Brits, let alone young women.
What a shame.
What a shame. It seems you fail to understand just how much I managed to keep myself cooped up in my flat.
Cooped up?
Cooped up?
Huh, like a chicken.
Oh.
I see. So the victim was a young woman. By the way, besides the two of you, was anyone else walking along the footpath, Egg?
The egg path. Unfortunately, I did not catch any sight of anyone other than that woman.
Unless it was too foggy to see.
Wow.
What?
Too foggy.
No one else was there?
Bakara.
Bakara? What is
The
it?
victim was a complete stranger and there was nobody else present.
Foggy?
I haven't the foggiest. If that's really the case, then this is quite curious. Oh, yes, curious.
That's a British expression.
Huh? What about it is curious?
Curare.
Curare.
What is that?
Quite curious.
What is that?
It's a poison.
Curare.
Curare. There you go.
Poison?
Poison.
What is it from?
Susie, what did you mean by quite curious?
Susie.
There's just something about Soseki's story so far that doesn't add up.
Doseki?
Soseki.
2 beers?
The victim was a complete stranger to him, and there was no one else at the scene. Furthermore, he ran away from the scene so that nobody would see him.
Indeed.
Don't chime in.
He got busted.
But if that's the case... left, right, in my pocket. Oh, my mustache.
So shifty.
Behind me? No, left, right, left, That means Soseki must be the culprit.
What? No. He heard him?
I deny it.
What did you say?
I thought I was saying that in my mind. Did nothing. I didn't say anything. Sorry, I just pretend to play Skyward Sword when I'm nervous. Bomb bowling.
Were you motion plus?
I should learn to keep my mouth
I
shut.
thought he was thinking. I thought.
He thought he was thinking, but he thought he didn't think.
I can read your mind.
That's not quite what I was getting at. I was curious about how exactly Soseki would manage to get arrested.
Yeah, if no one saw him or no one saw the culprit.
Did someone chase after him? Or maybe they just found whoever was nearby. Or maybe he was set up. Someone told him, oh look, there's a stabbing over there. Is that a pink napkin in his pocket?
He's got some kind of napkin.
Handkerchief? Handkerchief. Soseki made no contact with the victim, and there was no one else at the scene. How then did Scotland Yard track him down? Oh! She's right.
How did they know? How did they think? It was him!
Who?
Thanks to that man's cursed great deduction.
No!
I ended up getting arrested.
Great deduction?
Who's so great?
Sherlock, what did you do?
Gadget?
He's innocent!
Why must I suffer this shame?
Sherlock, why? Cursed great deduction? No way!
I'll remember that man's name until the day I die.
Sherlock Holmes. Oh, okay, it's not Sherlock Holmes.
Called himself a great detective and laughed an unforgettably obnoxious laugh. Be cold, cussed son! The Sherlock Holmes. I'll curse you until the day I die.
Yep,
He looks
it
so
really
cool.
was him.
Look at those goggles.
Oh, look at this man.
It's anime protagonist.
No, Sherlock's a dude, bro. You can't have convicted an innocent person. Mr. Holmes? The animosity towards Sherlock from this man.
Not unwarranted.
The Sherlock Holmes, brother.
Brother?
I never would have guessed we'd hear his name here.
In jail.
It's like he's an important character in this game. Brother!
After I escaped that nightmarish scene, one cursed night passed.
One night of a curse passed.
Horrible night. While I was gnawing from my hard French bread, several men suddenly stormed in my room.
And on a normal Tuesday night, that would have been the best night of my life. But this was a cursed night.
Cursed! Word from the yard! Drop that weapon this instant!
What weapon?
The French baguette?
What, he was just eating a baguette?
It's too hard.
It's not a weapon.
No matter how hard it may have been, who would call French bread a weapon?
Hey, that stuff's dangerous. You might choke on it.
Tom and Jerry. Spartan lifestyle!
What?
What?
This is Sparta!
This is French bread.
This is a baguette!
Baguette.
You've had quite a rough time of it, huh?
Sparta!
Sparta kick!
And there he stood in the middle of all those detectives with that blindingly wide grin. Look, there it is, the emote. And his name was none other than the Sherlock Holmes.
You know, I actually don't think "the" is part of his full name.
That's not important!
Afterwards, I learned that he's the greatest detective in London.
Well, that's pretty sad.
Tonight we don't
Yeah.
Heck.
I suppose that's where the great in the Great Detective comes from. Or, you know, the great in the Great Ace Attorney.
With his all too clever deductions, he managed to pinpoint where I lived.
What?
Hey, what's that about?
What?
Footsteps. Whose footsteps?
So the recurring theme here is that Sherlock Holmes always makes these wild guesses that always come very short of the truth, but fall flat ultimately.
Oh.
So he found out where this guy lived, but he's not actually the culprit, probably.
Then he had the nerve to accuse me, a frail hunchbacked man, as a knife-wielding maniac. They called them fleas in Castlevania.
Ah, yes, tiny little hunchback man, jumping all around.
With daggers.
Yes, I wonder what kind of amazing great deduction he came up with this time. Great deduction, right? Yeah. I must ask, though. Were you arrested solely due to Mr. Holmes' great deduction? Even that would have been too heavy-handed for that lot. They were really desperate.
Well, to be honest, when they stormed into my room that morning, confusion took me.
What else could Sherlock do? I don't know. Provide evidence besides just randomly guessing?
He could deduce in the bathroom.
he'll drop deduce.
Drop deduce. That's what I was saying. Very good. Thank you.
Why, of course. That's only natural. You know, taking the number 2.
Yes, it's natural. They interrogated me with their fast, difficult English words, and I stood and trembled.
Fast, difficult words like the and great and cumulation.
I thought that was going to say competition.
I almost did too.
Cowardly
You saw the
Brits.
call. Let's not do a number 2 in the cell. Well, it looks like he's doing it. How long has he been in jail, by the way? Well, this is the British Empire, after all. Of course they speak English. No, they speak British.
Empire. I began to panic, but I knew I had to respond to their verbal assault.
He's probably been in here a day. He's been holding it in. That's why he's so constipated.
So I simply responded with,
Yes, I do!
And
I'm fine!
Again.
I feel like that's a reference to Ace
Yes,
Attorney 4.
I am.
Yes, I do!
Before I realized it, I had been handcuffed and thrown in here. Confession.
Well, I would have probably thrown you in jail, too. What a guy. Oh, no.
Objection. Master Naruhodo!
Why is everybody calling me Master?
Master.
Master, what are you doing here? Just Naruhodo is fine.
Excuse me. It seems I've been taken over by British culture. Maybe formality, see? Formality? Am I to understand that you will accept my case and defend me? Oh. Is it true? It's too good to be true. Is it permissible for me to believe it as truth?
Yes, I do!
Yes, I am fine.
Well,
Why? Why has the cat got your tongue?
Dakota. Really, I'm just an exchange student. I'm the same as you, Soseki. Soseki.
You are an exchange student?
So desu. I have stood as an attorney in British courts once, yesterday. But what am I supposed to believe in? What guides my struggles in these foreign courts? What am I fighting for?
What am I justice attorneying for?
I haven't come to understand that yet. Naruhodo.
Zero!
0. And even worse, I'm not a proper law student in the first place.
Fraud detection.
Fraud detected. I'm a substitute at best. I'm a quick attack.
But that armband, that's proof you're a Japanese attorney, no?
No, I just show that off to everybody.
This is a memento.
It's a memento of the man I'm imitating. He was my best friend.
It's just an impression.
I stole his face.
You're doing voices.
I'm wearing it.
That's it. Memento.
Memes.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Mementos. The Phantom Thieves.
I'm well aware. I'm well aware of what they all say about me.
Who do you mean by they?
They? None of those British attorneys care to defend me.
Friggin' discriminatory attorneys.
They.
That's the only explanation. Why not?
That's racist! You two were right. The footpath where the crime occurred. Looking cool, Naruhodo.
No.
Was empty, save for the victim and myself. Worse even, I fled the scene.
That's not looking cool.
That's not cool.
Not at all.
They can't help but think that I must be the culprit. I know that.
Soseki.
And above all, I'm an exchange student. I am exchangeable. Nothing but a suspicious foreigner to this great British Empire.
I'm just a dog of war.
Dog of coach.
I'll hang out after.
Trial for him? What a waste of time. Undoubtedly, that whole job did the deed.
Oh. That's so
Slurs.
sad.
All of those attorneys stood before me and laughed at me as if it were a cruel joke. Cursed even.
I don't want to think about it. This is how life used to be for foreign people in those times, but I guess it was.
He won't understand half of what we say, anyhow. But I knew.
That's awful.
Yes. I've studied English more fervently than any of those stuffy big city policemen. I crossed the very seas to show my reverence and my desire to learn this enduring language.
But to deal with the culture?
Lingua franca.
Yes, English. Times were different then. We need some sort of vocal cord parasite that eliminates those who speak English.
That's racist. But nary a soul was willing to lend an ear to a poor hunchbacked foreigner. Why hunchback?
I should have gone to France instead and become the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
At the least, I would be overjoyed to entrust my fate to a fellow countryman, one who knows my plight.
Let's not do Skullface's plan in the 1900s. I bet he would. Time travel.
I like this Hector. He knows things. I dare not thrust it upon you, forcing you to bear an unbearable burden.
The bear of the umbrella.
When I look into your eyes, your clear, compassionate rookie eyes,
You're green.
green, beautiful, passionate rookie eye, I can see the many burdens you've already placed on yourself.
They're rookie eyes. Soseki. Oh. I need some time to think about this. First, I'll try to do whatever I can right now.
So, what does that entail?
Maybe I'll go to that officer and get some fish and chips. I'm hungry. We intend to investigate this incident in intense detail from this moment forth. We hope to find some sort of lead and use it to help you in some way.
Kring! That's so cool.
Oh.
She's so cool. Farewell. I'll be waiting for you, substitute law student Naruhodo.
I won't let you down, sir. Let's proceed with our investigation, Naruhodo.
Kring! I knew it was coming.
The game is afoot. You've been reading too many Sherlock Holmes novels.
The game is afoot. Another catchphrase?
No, the game is a Nintendo DS.
The game is afoot.
Here,
Are
have
we
a
playing
press
with our feet?
No.
Touch with our toes?
Gotta play footsies with the
A
defendant.
game of footsies with a 3DS.
All right, now
3DS is a foot.
the 3DS is a system. Don't step on it. This is expensive. I can't replace this.
Modded 3.
Oh, hello, fish chip man.
Ah. What are you doing over there, Japanese children? What? Japanese
You know
children?
Japanese children. Oh, it's Inspector Gadget.
Fish and
Go,
chips.
go, Gadget. You should be vaguely aware.
We're vaguely aware by now, but you're not on a sightseeing trip here.
We know. We are, investigating the crime scene.
Oh, so it looks like you went to the governor. Well, that must mean you met the culprit.
Go, Gadget Fish and Chips.
Look at it.
Look at it.
He just like, pop up.
Go, Gadget Fish and Chips.
I want what he's having. It just replenished
I love it. He is Inspector Gadget. He just makes more fish and chips.
from the nanomachines, son.
Nanomachines. They're just made of nanomachines. He is not the culprit. He is only a suspect.
I suppose you're just trying to help out a fellow traveler.
Don't even start with that, man.
Say that. I don't like even saying reading.
You're free to do what you like. It's not my problem. You won't be able to extend the change the result of tomorrow's trial anyway.
I'm just making it really bad.
Ah,
In case there's any more slur.
it's like he's trying to freeze us solid with his cold aloofness.
Aloof?
Or an ice beam. I'm sure you can blame London's freezing cold winter for that feeling.
Ah.
I don't think that's right. No, that's wrong.
Wait, that's right.
Hey, you wanna look at my badge? Nah, we showed it to him already.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, give me the skinny, Scotland man. He's not from Scotland, he's from Scotland Yard, which is not in Scotland.
It's like a backyard. Is it a front yard or a backyard? It's a Scotland yard.
It's the down yard. Scotland Yard.
Ching.
Ever since I laid eyes on its illustration in Mr. Holmes's novels, I've dreamed of visiting it. Oh, just do a crime. You'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
Scotland Yard is the world's most capable police force.
Oh, really?
Ring.
It's been a lifelong dream of mine to wear one of their iron helmets. Again with the helmets.
Again.
Let's just go buy one at the gift shop. It's fine.
They're plastic. Not the same.
Even I have to admit, when I see a guard wearing one of those helmets,
Kaiser will help.
I can't help but feel like the image practically screams, "This city is under my protection!"
Oh, wow.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
We think
Plus, they look very nice. Fancy.
Well, Scotland Yard is actually much more labor-intensive than it looks.
There are people in labor inside every day.
Intimidation.
Is it that true?
No, I made up the labor part.
Take our early mornings, for example. First, our constables have to run around the city, waking up all the workers.
And then they go get donuts.
They get
lots and lots of donuts.
Lots of-
And fish and chips.
For lunch.
What? You mean everyone in the city?
Wake up, you lazy.
Yeah.
On people's windows with a long rod. I had to do it too, a long time ago.
Nowadays, we just plays this newfangled music. It goes, wake up!
Called System of a Wake-Up Time.
System of a Robert Downey Jr. That's quite something.
Quite something.
All of our work is for London citizens. It's only natural. After that, our constables start patrolling their beats. They take no breaks until the day is done.
Wow, I didn't know that vegetables were so worthy of protection.
Beats.
They're beets.
There's even a quota for how long they have to walk. 20 miles a day.
And then they have to do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100
Bah humbugs. I don't know.
bah humbugs.
I don't know what that is. Like burpees?
Bah humbugs.
British?
Yes. They're called belchies in England. I'm sorry. I have no idea how long that really is, but I imagine it's quite the distance. Metric system.
20
That's
miles?
not what they used.
It's like, let's see. How many kilometers?
Were they still using imperial metrics back in the 1900s?
That's all they had, I thought.
Ah. Let's see. It would be about the distance from Tokyo to Yokohama if you were to walk on foot.
20
Oh,
miles.
wow. I've been from Tokyo to Yokohama. I took the bullet train.
Most I've ever done is like 10.5 miles in a day.
Oh, no. That's a long time.
That's over an hour.
How long's a marathon?
What would they be like? I don't know how long. Is it 5 miles?
Alexa, how
10?
long is a marathon? .19 kilometers. Give it miles, please. Never mind.
Never mind.
I feel like that kind of trek would make me feel more like a wreck.
Climbing?
Once it gets dark, another important job is to light all of the gas lamps.
26 miles.
Another important job is gaslighting. We plant the seed of doubt in every citizen's mind.
Gaslighting? Loaded questions?
26 miles. Oh, jeez. That's even longer. My. And between all of that, you have to investigate the odd case once in a while, right? Not to mention, they occasionally have to chase down lawbreakers.
I'm not sure I like how you're making those duties sound like side jobs. Anyway, that's how it is. Some of our men have even collapsed during their shifts.
Ugh,
Overworking.
So intense.
they collapse from fish and chip deficiency.
Dehydration.
Dehydration.
Degradation.
Degreaser.
I've always looked up to those iron helmets, but now
They're heavy, huh?
I feel that they're heavy with guilt. Guilt. Burdened with responsibility.
Look.
Perhaps Naruhodo deserves more of the honor of wearing one, in my opinion. I doubt I'd be able to handle something with so much weight riding on it. Like, literally.
That's how their necks vanish. Look at him. It's been crushed from the top down into the
Yeah.
his shoulders.
Detective Inspector Gadget is just wearing a weighted helmet instead of a hat. If he takes it off, his head just like springs up.
Hey, you have a slinky for a neck now. Oh yeah, the Kaiser helmets.
You blame Paper Mario. You can't stop imagining a spike on top of the helmets. No, that's a different side of the war.
Drummer. Crime was committed 2 days ago at 5 p.m. It was on an open road over there. That open road. It was there that the victim, young woman, was stabbed in the back with a crime.
I'm sorry, Inspector, I can't hear you over your munching.
Ow.
The lady is still unconscious and being treated at this time. Is that correct?
It wouldn't exactly call her a lady.
Oh?
But yes, until she wakes up, we won't even be able to identify her with any certainty.
Which means that we won't be able to request the victim's testimony.
Stuff.
Not right now.
Here's a map of the scene. Take it if you want.
It is weird to be thinking of the word victim in Ace Attorney as anything but a dead person. Wow. You'd give this to us?
It's our policy to give the culprit's attorney the minimum information necessary.
Minimum.
Minute.
Wouldn't the minimum be none? I still haven't agreed to be Soseki's attorney, but okay.
Take it.
Take that. Since he was so kind to offer, we should take it. Map of the scene. The location where the victim is found has been marked. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, man. Well, either way, at the time there was nobody at the scene other than the victim and the Japanese man. There's no debating who the culprit is.
It's you, the Japanese man. How did you get out of jail?
Oh no, that means
I believe Soseki himself said that he didn't see anyone else around as well. But even if Soseki said that, he didn't see anyone. That doesn't mean that the culprit couldn't be anyone else. Maybe he was invisible.
Still Cameron?
Maybe it was H.G. Wells' Invisible Man.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what it means.
No!
Camouflage.
What?
you're that ninja.
After all, they've already found a decisive witness who clearly saw the moment of the crime.
I call bull. There was nobody around.
Bull.
Seriously?
Bullocks. And there's 2 of them.
Are she there? Toe? Oh, that means I have to interrogate both at once. Nani? How did they get a witness? There was supposed to be nobody around, right?
Anime.
Had to have been someone lying.
Surveillance camera, not in the 1900s.
It's a surveillance dog.
The smoke's famous fog was thinner than usual.
Dummy
Our
thin.
job takes a bad day for murder.
So there are 2 witnesses. We're going back in time.
No option.
So, who exactly are these witnesses?
You could say that one of them is the most trustworthy witness in London.
The ultimate witness. Oh, that's a Danganronpa character.
After all, he's a constable of Scotland Yard.
Constable, huh? You know of any famous constables from the Sherlock Holmes books? What?
What?
Nani? A constable? This changes things a lot. A constable just happened to witness the incident taking place?
It's not that unusual. That's why the constables are here, after all.
Do you think that maybe...
Ultimate witness. Witnesses all the crimes perfectly.
Never! His eyes don't lie. You could tell us more about this constable?
He's more of a pro stable.
He's more of a con tippy-toppy.
Tippy-toppy.
Tipsy-turvy. Tipsy-turvy.
You're free to ask anything you want. At tomorrow's trial, that is.
Nah.
Yeah.
Huh?
The constable is absolutely going to be summoned by the court as a witness.
Of course.
Of course.
I bet he did it. No.
Think of it as an exciting prospect for tomorrow.
This is bad. So much for preparing before the trial.
No preparation.
It doesn't seem like he's willing to let us meet the witness.
Dang.
Hey Brad, what do you call it when you go to a lot of anime conventions and you're just expected to go now?
What are you expected to go to?
Yeah, people can depend on you for going.
Expectation?
It's called constable.
Unstable. There's a constability.
Okay, I'll leave now. Bye.
Bye. Wait.
A constable is the witness. As your legal assistant, I'm qualified to say that this will be very disadvantageous to us.
Well,
Why are you so excited about having a disadvantage? I don't think you have to be a legal assistant to figure that one out. No shit, Sherlock. No, Sherlock's not here. Oh,
how many times have we made that joke?
too many. That reminds me.
What?
The one who found and arrested the suspect was Sherlock Holmes, right?
It was Holmes?
Oh, you don't even know?
Oh, damn it. That means we're probably wrong.
What's going on? I saw his face darken. Dun dun dun. There's so many in lines of questioning.
Yeah. That man's going on trial tomorrow, right? You'll be defending him, I assume.
Well, my name's not right, but maybe I'll change my family name to that someday. Well,
Whatever the case is, there's one thing that I can say for sure. Here in London, no attorney worth his salt would take that man's case.
but why though? Because the prosecutor is the Grim Reaper, right?
No, actually, it's because the man is Japanese.
No client is beyond saving now. You'd only be wasting your curare by defending him.
But not my precious Kirare. I
Curare?
only have so much of that.
Where is it from? But since there's one thing that strikes me as peculiar.
What's that?
Frosty Tops or those rings?
Oh, yeah.
That old Deathbringer hasn't stood in court for a good few years.
Deathbringer.
What? So what? Yesterday was his grand return. They said
Come
as
back
much.
up!
Is that so?
He only prosecutes infamous criminals, or those who commit the most heinous crimes.
Like murder.
Murder? Infamous criminals? Infamous, yes.
Very not famous.
Heinous crimes?
Law and Order SVU.
Yeah, she couldn't even enjoy his after-crime tea.
His past marks were all men who would be sentenced with the death penalty.
Hence the death.
I hiccuped.
Ah, Grim Reaper.
So much gas.
But that's not the
grease.
case this time.
You're right, Redmond. Young woman was stabbed, but her life rendered it better.
And he stuffs him back in the back.
I can't imagine why he would show up in a small fry case like a fish fry.
Yes, I only like big fries.
Fat fry.
Steak fries.
I don't really agree with the phrase small fry. Like, clearly those are potato wedges.
Those are deep fried. Maybe he has some specific reason to do so.
Maybe he's like the opposite of Phoenix. He only takes cases where he knows the defendant is guilty.
Who could be so evil?
Would you happen to have any idea what that reason may be? At least Van Zeeks looks buff.
Buff man.
Dummy buff.
Mere men can't comprehend the inner workings of the Grim Reaper's mind.
His mind is an enigma.
A brain. Big brain.
You'll just have to ask for yourself when you get to court tomorrow.
Again with tomorrow's court. I can't wait.
So much tomorrow.
So I have to face the Grim Reaper again. Oh boy.
Holmes?
Holmes?
Tell me who you heard that name from.
From the defendant himself.
From the man himself.
Huh? Oh, it was Soseki who told us. He said that Mr. Holmes stormed into his room with a bunch of yard officers. It must have been another one of his great deductions at work.
Don't be ridiculous. That lousy amateur He's always poking his nose into everything. First, he catches wind of an incident from some bumbling idiot. He runs off to the crime scene. And seconds later, he's circling the area, spewing incomprehensible nonsense.
I mean, that sounds like me every day I stream, but
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes, that's Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock the Great.
Maybe I am Sherlock Holmes.
You know, he suddenly solves the entire case.
Solved is a very liberal word to use. That's impressive, to say the least. I mean, he did find the suspect. But isn't he an important asset to Scotland Yard?
Nonsense. Do you know what this is?
It's a newspaper. It's look at this photograph. Yes, that's the Strand magazine.
Shonen Jump magazine.
The Stando magazine.
Strandotsky.
It's the magazine that serializes the adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
In that ridiculous excuse for a novel, all the detectives of the yard are constantly being insulted by that great detective.
I mean, isn't that what he does in real life?
Yes, but they just have to be so mean about it. In fact, I'd say they might as well call that the great slanders of Sherlock Holmes.
The baseless accusations.
Baseless accusations.
Well, I do admit that it does occasionally come off as such.
We're working as hard as we can, but because of him, we're a laughing stock.
I'd invest in that. Laugh.
What do you make humor soup out of? Laughing stock.
Laughing stock. Duh.
This roll was made for Brad.
He's a terrifying threat, not just to criminals, but to the yard as well.
Brad, I'm gonna have you pre-record all this guy's dialogue for the rest of the game. I'll just play it back next time I stream.
Okay, Discord.
Oh, boy. Are you sure you should be comparing Scotland Yard to Criminalis?
Criminalis? In this trigger?
Seems like the great detective and the police have a pretty complicated relationship. That it's complicated on Facebook.
Curse it.
None deal.
None there then. Alright then.
Alright then. It looks like that's all the information we can get from the inspector. Stop it.
Ah,
Can you... Where's the garbage can? I need to throw it back.
Naruhodo, may I have a moment?
Single line delete.
What is it, Susato? Your attitude changed all of a sudden.
Yeah,
This is just my opinion, but I think, perhaps at this point, we ought to see what our old friend has to say. Our old friend Sherlock. By old friend, do you mean Sherlock Holmes?
in the 22nd century?
He's more of an acquaintance at best.
He's from the future.
He handcuffed me.
Oh, wow.
Yes, indeed. I am unquestionably referring to Sherlock Holmes. You just want to see him again. That
Oh.
twinkle in her eyes is clearly excitement. Or she's got cataracts.
No. We're trying to be humorous. Something sad is happening.
No. As I recall, didn't Soseki mention Mr. Holmes as well? Yes, he did. He did indeed. Indeed. Indeed.
Ooh.
And with that in mind, one could say he's related to this case as well.
Related?
This is absolutely not my own self-indulgence. No, I
Sure.
totally don't want to fangirl over him for 5 hours. But we don't know his address, so
It's at Baker Street.
so that's how did you know that? I stalk him.
Great deduction.
See, it's written in this book. I would be, yeah. Apparently, Sherlock Holmes is getting swatted because of his address
get
in the
him.
books.
Let's get him.
See, it's written in this book. 221B Baker Street, the address of the world's most famous detective. Wouldn't that make him really easy to, like, murder in his sleep?
Get him.
I
After him.
see.
Find him.
Shall we head over?
Hate mail.
We better get going before Susato's excitement rises to a fever pitch. She might toss me out of reflex. Now, let's call for a coach.
You get punched.
Hopefully not an omnibus. I don't have 5 pence.
Looks like we're meeting again, sooner than expected. Sherlock Holmes. Hey,
Oh,
it's not
there
him.
you go.
That ain't him.
That's not Sherlock. It's not even Watson. Goodbye, Mr. Thumb.
No destination.
Dun 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 dun. Go, go, Gadget. Get out of here.
Holmes' room.
Holmes's room.
Gadget. See you later, loser.
Go, go, Gadget. Goodbye. Eh?
It's coming.
Nandato. Ooh, anime.
Wow.
Ooh, so pretty. It's just like Harry Potter world. Ooh, the real Sherlock Holmes. Thank you, sir. Head to the second floor. Good day. Thanks again.
Oh, he's got a sword.
221B. He's always had a sword. This is the office of Detective Holmes, eh? Hey. Sukoi. Wow.
Wow.
Actually, that's not where I live. I live in the dumpster next to it. Get ready, Brad, for the best character in the game. Oh God, it's so messy.
That's fancy.
It's actually not that bad.
A little cluttered.
Just a little cup of tea.
Cup of cola.
19th of February, 12:53 p.m. Holmes's room. We just walk in. He's taking a shower. He's naked.
Why? So this is Mr. Holmes' office. Certainly has a strange vibe to it. Cool stuff.
Whoa.
Good vibes. Look
It's
at
full
that.
of stuff. Wow.
What do you think, Susato? Is it just like how it's written in the books? This is breaking and everything. Susato?
I mean, he left the door unlocked. To think, so many mysterious cases must have been solved in this very room.
Yeah, no doubt about it, huh? I never read any of it myself, so I can't really say for certain.
A detective in pursuit of villains hiding in the shadows of the foggy streets of the capital. Oh, how wondrously romantic. It gets your heart pounding, your blood racing. Doki doki. Doesn't it, Naruhodo?
Huh? Yeah, of course. No doubt about it.
This girl's crazy. Because of all of that. Whoop.
What?
Rotate.
That's
Rotation.
weird.
I'm just a little overcome with emotions at the moment.
Is that how you look at headlines or small articles in the back, that magnifying glass?
Yeah. He just uses it to read. Please, pay me no mind.
Those were bifocals back then.
Unifocal.
A big old double magnifying glass. Enhance the image!
Actually. Zoom!
Right.
Zoom! This is the 1900s edition of CSI.
Right.
Enhance!
Sheesh.
It's actually a lie detector. You just zoom in really close on the culprit's face, and they're like, I'm clearly lying.
It looks like the good detective isn't home.
No, I was expecting him.
Hello? Is anybody home?
No, I'm not at home.
No, what's it?
Oh, guests. That's probably not Sherlock.
Who's it?
Oh no, it's you.
Who's that?
Oh no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to do this voice. Hello there. Do you have a big case for us?
Oh, hello.
Sherlock is probably busy with the case, I guess.
Huh.
Why is Sherlock keeping a young lady in his apartment?
Say, it wouldn't happen to be...
Oopsie! Hang on a sec. I'll go start brewing some tea for you.
Who?
Yeah.
If I recall, this girl was... Susato, you saw that girl just now, right?
What? I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at all the cool stuff. Wow. This is really amazing. Even the King of Bohemia came here to request Mr. Holmes' expertise. He's busy.
The King of Bohemia? You're talking about Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsoduke.
Rhapsody.
Phoenix Wright keeps young ladies in his office, too. Not that young. Well, actually, no, Pearl. What was the theme? I don't know. I don't actually know the names of any of the songs on the soundtrack. I just play him.
Soundtrack. OST.
Ost. His Majesty, King Wilhelm Gottfried Sigismund von Orstein.
Never heard of him. Put down the adventures of Sherlock Holmes for a second and look at this.
Whoa. It's a tiny person. Alright. What is this theme? Alright, tea's done. Have some fresh baked biscuits too.
Who is she?
Who are you?
Answer me.
Biscuits. You mean cookies, right? You're... Who aren't you?
Crumpets. I knew it. Looks like I wasn't mistaken after all.
Tea and crumpets. You're ready for the promotion.
Flashback too?
Ooh, you were here all along?
Huh.
Stealing things is a big no-no. You know that. And I was so excited to test out my new smoke launcher prototype for myself.
She's got a weapon.
A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Big smoke.
Oh yeah, well you could told me and inventor. I made this smoke launcher.
Big smoke launcher.
Big smoke launcher.
A number 9.
Number 9 with ecstasy. Number 9 extra long. Number 6 extra dip.
The girl who appeared in the lobby after the trial.
You know, this is my first time seeing an Asian lawyer.
Don't lie, you saw me yesterday.
Yeah.
You only just arrived in London and you're already getting put to work. Tough, huh?
Yeah. It's no big deal.
All you had to do was follow the damn steam train, CJ. Follow the damn omnibus.
This tea is my own special blend. Go on. Drink up, down the hatch. It's got plenty of curare.
I don't like where this is going. Alright, bottoms up. I don't think I've had tea like this before. Curare. Vocal cord parasite.
Poison.
Rest in peace, big boss.
Wow, how do I put it? It has such a mellow yet sweet aroma.
Poison.
It's English breakfast tea.
Ooh, perfect. Success. I tried blending a tea with a fragrance that helps relieve fatigue.
Smelling salts. Bath salts.
It's made of bath soap. Now's not the time to be tired out from your trip. You've got another big case tomorrow. What's more, you're defending a fellow Japanese guy. You've got to give it all you got.
Now, let's give it everything we've got.
How did you...
By any chance, did you hear about us from Mr. Holmes?
So,
Wow. Do you guys know Holmesy?
She's got a senpai name for him.
Homie!
Holmesy.
Holmesy. Actually, we traveled here on the same ship as Mr. Holmes. I need eggs! Bring me eggs!
Oh my god.
Only eggs can sustain me!
Wow. Well, really? I had no idea. Holmesy only just got back from traveling abroad, but he's already up and at it today.
Wait a second. I'm positive that this is the girl we met after the trial yesterday, but... why does she know so much about us? You don't suppose this is another one of those deductions, do you?
Oh, no, yeah. She just read our NSA file. Again, America?
NSA.
Just America. Does America's reach know no bounds?
Bad watching your stream right now.
No!
Ugh.
Putting that question aside, just what in heaven's name is this girl doing here in Mr. Holmes' office? Oh, you know, Mr.
Anime.
Holmes has a secret pass.
Anime.
Anime. She's actually 25.
Oh, how rude of me. I haven't even introduced myself yet.
What?
Grand... introduction.
What?
Iris.
Iris! Iris!
I'm Iris Watson. How excited I am to make your acquaintance.
This is the Watson in this game?
The what's it?
Oh, no. Iris Watson.
Iris Watson.
Mr. Holmes and I live here together.
Yes, throw away that man. John H. Watson, no way.
Wow, Iris, was it?
Iris.
That's such a pretty name.
What?
What's the matter, Susato?
Well, that explains how John H. Watson was murdered, and yet there's still a Watson here. Wait just one moment. Watson? Does that mean?
What's the deal? Susato got so flustered out of nowhere.
Naruhodo doesn't remember his names.
Uh-huh. That's me. And what about you guys?
Ah, right. I'm Ryosuke Naruhodo, attorney at law.
Harvey Birdman.
Harvey Birdman.
Oh. My name is Susato Mikotoba, and I am his legal assistant. Pleased to meet you.
Susie and Reed.
Susie and Ryu. Got it.
Oh, now I can't use that nickname because she took it.
She took the...
Susie.
You did it first.
Susie.
Ryu. Ryu. This is starting to get silly.
Sally and Dick. I have so many questions. Guess I should start by asking her. Hadouken!
Hadouken! I agree. But first,
Hey, this is...
you want to look at my badge, little girl?
Check it out. I'm so cool.
Naruhodo just showing off his badge to everybody.
Could you take a look at this?
Whoa, what is this? Tell me more about it.
Well, I was more wondering if you knew anything about it.
I'm testing your knowledge.
See how cool it is?
Of course not.
Of course not, huh?
Look here, huh?
Come on now, tell me what you know.
Oh, jeez. I would if I could.
Wait, did she just turn this around? She's supposed to tell me what she knows.
Yeah.
Ah,
Tell me what you know.
she's good. She's good.
Dang. She's good.
Hammy found the Sherlock deduction theme. It's a good theme. I want to see it more, and since Sherlock is in this trial, or whatever. Oh boy.
What does it say? Miss Iris, could you take a look at this?
How old is she? Old enough. I mean, what?
Whoa, what is this? Tell me more about it.
Again, never mind.
I thought it was...
Same dialogue. Same thing.
Recycle.
Okay, map of the scene. Nothing. She knows nothing.
She knows nothing.
Fine.
She knows nothing.
Let me see. People.
People.
10. She's 10 years old, and she has a PhD!
How do you know this?
Isn't
Oh.
that as long as it takes to get a PhD?
Okay.
She's been training since she was a baby.
The heck?
Jeez. Tobias Gregson. Heart Vortex.
His name is Heart Vortex.
Heart.
How old is he? Oh, it doesn't.
Lot of heart.
Iris,
Maybe Sherlock Holmes taught her.
I believe we met yesterday at the Old Bailey, right?
Injected a brain.
Yep, thanks for everything you did yesterday.
Oh, we should be the ones to thank you.
I remember being held at gunpoint by that horrifyingly large weapon before you came.
Excuse me?
The big smoke launcher.
The big smoke large weapon.
Number that launch.
Oh, that's the bigger launcher.
Like this, right?
She has a PhD in medicine, but she made a smoke launcher.
Big smoke.
She's smart enough to have a PhD in a completely unrelated subject. Speaking of yesterday, I seem to recall you dragging Gina off somewhere.
Gina, yeah, that hot-headed witness from yesterday's trial.
Gina Letrade.
Oh, you mean Gin Bean. Gene Bean.
Gina Bean?
Genie Beanie. She's actually a pickpocket.
Yeah, we guessed as much.
She's such a meanie. You can't just go out stealing people's inventions.
Inventions? Are you talking about that huge, dangerous toy?
Oh, yes, that huge, dangerous toy. Darn prodigies keep getting younger these days. It's anime.
Anime.
If you haven't made it by 16, you're already retired.
Failure. Nita.
Yep. So I had to chase after her in order to get it back.
The average to get a PhD in medicine is like over 7 years. Oh boy.
If I knew something like this would happen, I would have put a self-destruct function on it.
This girl says some scary stuff.
Anyway, after that, I brought Gene Bean back to my place. I wanted her to apologize to the technician that helped me make it.
Technician?
Of course, that's by Holmesy.
Homie. Did you just call him homie?
Oh,
No, I said Holmesy. You know, Holmesy and I live together in this flat.
wow. Never would have guessed that Mr. Sherlock Holmes had a little girl.
In a sense of the word.
In a sense.
Whoa, no way, I'm not his daughter.
That makes it weirder.
Huh?
This sounds wrong.
Even I wouldn't call my own father Holmesy.
I sure hope you don't.
This is taking a turn.
Japan.
Japan. England.
In that case, why are you two living together? And second thought, don't answer that.
Parental guardian.
Oh, well, London flats are just so expensive, no matter where you look, you know. But it's way cheaper to go halvesies with a roommate instead.
Roommate. Roommate? We had the same question.
I bet Naruhodo doesn't even foot the bill. Excuse me, Miss Iris. How old are you?
I just turned 10 this year.
She earns salary at 10. What about your father and mother? Are they not alive?
My dad died in Japan. John H. Watson. Well, you see, I actually don't have anyone like that.
Dad is dead. Not a big surprise.
You are dead.
Really? She must have had a tough life. Must have a tough. FBI open up.
You might. I don't know if she knows. I don't know if the news traveled yet. Oh, that's not good. May I ask you something?
Sure, you can ask me anything, Susie.
I'm actually an avid fan of the adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, is that the Strand magazine?
I've read every issue, even back home in Japan. I've had them all shipped overseas. How much does that cost in this day and age?
Wow, so even you Far Easterners are reading my stories, huh?
Her stories.
Did you write them?
Did you just say my stories?
Reverse otaku.
Holmesy just loves telling me all about the cases he solves. And they all turn out so fascinating. So I thought, why should I be the only one to hear about these tantalizing tales?
Huh?
What?
She's the author.
What? Just last night he was telling me about the case that he sold on the steamship.
I bet very, very over-exaggerated.
My uncle.
I'm actually in the middle of working on the manuscript for next month's issue.
Manuscript?
Brad, try your hand at Susato.
You've been working on the manuscript?
Never mind, I'll take over from here.
I can't go there.
Yep, this is just between us though. I think I'll call it the Speckled Band.
Wow.
The Speckled Band? Those words sound very familiar.
It's only the same thing that I was gonna call him Phoenix Wright, that Sherlock Holmes was repeating over and over.
The Speckled Banana?
So not only does she have a PhD in medicine and is an inventor, she also biographizes Sherlock Holmes' stories. This girl does everything. Does she go to school? She's done.
I always stretch the truth a bit here and there though. Like this time, I'm planning on just making the venomous Indian snake the culprit instead.
Hey, that's an actual reference to a Sherlock Holmes book.
Venomous snake? Punished Indian snake. If I recall, that was one of Mr. Holmes' crazy deductions.
Iris Watson, the little biographer. What do you mean, Indian? That was the type of snake that the big Russian dude carried onto the ship, right?
Oh,
Cobra, probably.
it's from the Cobra unit.
What is his code name? Solid Snake. Wait a minute.
Oh, just so you know, I do know that's not how snakes work. They don't drink milk. But you know, it's just a story, right? Might as well make it as crazy and entertaining as possible.
Yeah, that actually happened. Somebody was telling me in the YouTube comments that actually is a real Sherlock Holmes story where he deduces that somebody trained a snake with milk to go attack.
Dad,
But
drink your milk,
they
snake.
don't drink milk.
Boss,
Snake,
you haven't had enough milk today.
remember to drink your milk. It does a bunny good.
And then make sure you're strong enough to handle the skulls. So drink your calcium.
Make sure you get plenty of sleep and stay in school.
So that means
All of Sherlock Holmes' stories that have been published in this magazine.
Yep, I wrote every single one of them with this cutting-edge typewriter to boot.
That's what that is.
That's right there.
But I thought all of these stories were written by John H. Watson, MD, weren't they?
Medical doctor.
Medical doctor.
Susano's having some trouble controlling the volume of her voice. It's like she's shrieking.
Believe it or not, that name is actually referring to me. After After all, I'm just little Watson.
Little Watson, that's her.
Yeah.
That's always Little John.
Little what?
Little John sings the theme.
Okay.
Okay. And then how do you explain the MD part?
Mini.
Susato can't believe this. She's broken.
Medical.
Wow, I don't think we were supposed to read her profile yet.
Rodorbo.
Well, you see, I'm an MD.
What? At the age of 10?
Apparently.
Well, Bill.
She started working through college at the age of 1.
Yep, at the tender age of 10.
Huh. That's impressive, to say the least.
Impressive.
Deplacebo!
Please excuse me, but
Dr. Watson is a gentleman. A gentleman!
Not a well girl.
oh, I see what you mean.
Susato is crying. She can't believe it.
Living a lie.
Everything she knows is a lie.
Oh, there it is.
I just had to make some quick edits to my portrayal.
What do you mean? My voice help.
I mean, come on. Don't you think it would be a little weird if I didn't? What kind of great detective takes a little 10-year-old girl everywhere he goes?
Don't answer that.
Don't answer that question. Sherlock Holmes? It would make for some anime, wouldn't it?
She can't even think of anything. Anime hasn't been invented yet.
Well, I suppose you have a point. Anime was a mistake. Anime was a mistake.
Susanna looks like she's just had her soul sucked out and trampled on.
Those dang Death Eaters.
Dang.
Dementors.
Demenders.
Dementors.
Your reasoning. By the way, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What is it? Oh, what is it, Ryu?
How did you know that I was an attorney who had just arrived in London?
Well, you mean that is what Sherlock Holmes said.
Ow.
And even queerer. You said tomorrow would be another difficult trial.
She knows too much.
She knows everything.
Take her out
Oh, that's all?
to the ball game.
We'd love to hear it. We'd love to hear an explanation for this, if you'd please. I have to use 2 different girl
Yeah.
voices.
That's tricky.
Sure, I don't mind. Though there's not really much to explain, honestly. Alright, so let's get this started.
Are we? About...
What?
No!
Goggles?
No! Vinny, thanks for the host.
What?
You're just in time for some fun.
We're gonna get blasted.
Come, one and all, to Iris Watson's Theatre of Logic and Reason!
Is that the PlayStation buttons or like Super Nintendo buttons? Look at it.
What? Where?
Blue, green, red, and yellow.
Oh, yeah. It's just a...
Famicom.
It's just a PlayStation controller.
It's big smoke.
All right, get ready for Little Watson deductions.
It's the steampunk Virtual Boy.
How's it going, Vinny? How's it going, Celeste? What's up?
Oh, Celeste. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
jeez. There's a Brad here.
Yeah.
He's here to help me not do so many voices. But first, it's not really working right now.
Because you have to do girly ones.
2 girl voices. Oh, boy. All right, we're doing a great deduction. And it's Little Watson, apparently. I guess she's more competent than Sherlock.
First off, it was totally obvious from the start that Ryu was an attorney.
Deduction time.
After all, we first met in the defendant lobby.
Dang.
What about the part where I had just arrived in London?
Oh.
I can see your passport poking out of your pocket, stuffed in there with a boat ticket.
Oh,
Dang, she's good.
just like the man himself.
It was a safe guess to assume that you had just arrived in Great Britain.
Dang,
Cool
look at this
background.
anime background.
Not to mention
Dracula.
the fact that you went toe-to-toe against that vampire and proves it new to British law.
Alucard.
Alucard.
You mean the Grim Reaper, of course.
No.
Also, Susie still has some red left over from the stab she received.
Did she go to Disney World?
She got some red on ya.
You got red
it's
on ya.
It's her Hitman barcode.
That stamp is from the gaol, right? You met a convict there for an interview.
Oh.
Did you know? They do that because they want to keep track of when visitors come and go.
Gotcha.
That's some strong ink. Ryunosuke is breaking the 4th wall, looking straight at the camera.
I had
one?
no idea.
There's 2 cameras on the 3DS.
By the way, they use a red stamp when a visitor wants to talk to a foreigner.
Oh, why?
Oh, gotcha.
So essentially, Eventually,
Guess that's how they did it back then. They didn't have any computer systems.
even though you two just finished a trial, you went to see a foreigner at the gavel.
Bam! Bam!
Yet the two of you aren't looking gloomy at all. Thus, whoever you met with must not have been friend or family, right?
Wow. I would have not have gotten that at all. She's extra good.
This all leads to one conclusion. You must have taken on a new case, right?
I see. Naruhodo.
So, naruhodo.
What about your destruction at that trial? I mean, the bomb.
Oh, Susie, you
Time
sound a little hoarse.
Time princess.
Holmes came home yesterday talking about how he had just sold another case.
Time goddess.
I arrested a screaming Japanese man. He told me, grinning like a schoolgirl in love.
That a Japanese man? He must have meant. Gotcha.
Soseki.
Him. Must have been talking about Soseki.
That must be a Japanese sword on your hip.
Actually, it's just an umbrella.
And I think they call Susie's clothes a kimono.
A kimono.
Obviously, the two of you came from Japan. From there, it's easy to see how I arrived at the conclusion that you chose to defend the Japanese guy.
It was a keyblade. That's what it really was.
There's just one more conclusion now. The two of you totally came here to ask Holmesy for intel on the case.
Dun 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 dun. Wow. Ho, ho.
Gotcha.
That was totally better than Sherlock. Why isn't she the star of the show?
The Japanese man's trial is tomorrow. That's what it says in the memo on the mantelpiece. You see, Holmesy had a bad habit of stabbing all of his memos with knives, and also stabbing people with knives.
Knives?
I suppose that should be enough. And there you have it. The great deductions of Iris Watson have been revealed.
Winner!
She is one of the people on the box art. That is true.
Oh, yeah. She's on the CD case.
On the back of the CD case, Meryl.
And the front. Everywhere.
Speechless. ...
Oh! Did my deductions hit the mark?
They were all exactly right.
That's a lot better than freaking Sherlock Holmes.
Celeste has a knife.
No.
Look out!
No. Amazing. Iris's great deductions are really something else.
Hammy has a knife too.
Oh.
Jeez. He even has all the Mr. Holmes' little flourishes and pomp.
Of course. Where do you think he gets it from? Well, all I did was just mimic the real deal.
But better.
But better. You actually got it right. Either way, it makes things much easier if you're caught up on everything. Could you tell us more about that Japanese man?
Tell us more. Into
With a
Japanese. With a Japanese.
and a sword.
And a sword.
No, put the weapon away, sir.
You said that Mr. Holmes arrested him, right?
Yep. Holmesy had actually just returned from a trip abroad, but detectives were waiting for him at the station, so they dragged him off as soon as he arrived.
Wow. The great detective sure is popular.
Popular.
Population.
Population.
Wait a minute.
Apparently,
Wait a minute, what?
I don't know.
apparently there were sightings of a suspicious, hunchbacked, middle-aged Japanese man.
Wrong word. Population.
Population.
This man was running away from Briar Road when a woman had been stabbed.
Suspicious, hunchback, and middle-aged.
Sure must have been Soseki. Soseki claimed that there was nobody else at the scene, though. It looks like he didn't see the witnesses.
Holmesy used his classic deductions to figure out the guy's address. The police went straight to his flat near the crime scene. And they found the suspicious hunchback middle-aged man trembling in fear.
Huh, I guess his great deductions do get it right sometimes.
Sometimes. Of course they do. He's the great detective.
Chad is raising up in arms against you.
So it's a coup, is it?
A coup d'etat. Stop the coup now!
Stop it, the coup!
But if that incident happened only 2 days ago, why is the trial scheduled for tomorrow? That's way too soon, no matter what the case may be.
Cut and dry. They just believe Sherlock Holmes that much. You have a point. It doesn't seem like they're giving the investigators much time to work.
According to Holmesy, it's because there's so much crime in the city.
What?
Scotland Yard is doing the best they can, but even they are having trouble keeping up.
Is that so? I had no idea. You thought London was free of crime?
Full of gentlemen, free of crime.
And they're actually gentlemen thieves, like Arsène Lupin.
So they just don't have the time to investigate and hold a trial for every single crime. They're short-staffed, underfunded, and usually the most suspicious guy is the criminal anyway.
That's horrible.
Shoot!
Don't shoot.
Don't shoot!
Don't shoot your truth bullets at me. Ah. All Hector's got out for a weapon is a flower. Hey, it might be how they make curare.
Love and peace!
Love and peace.
Peace and love.
So, this is the fruit of the pinnacle of law? The truth can be so bitter, like a black tea,
Pinnacle, love.
overbrewed for 5 days.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Ah,
But if that's the case,
Hemi's got nuclear.
let's go plus ultra! I don't know.
Now I'm
What's
even
going on,
more
Mike?
worried about Soseki.
And a nuclear weapon.
Thank you for answering all of our questions, Iris.
We've learned a lot from you.
Oh, you're so very welcome. I had fun too.
By the way, Iris,
Iris,
where's Mr. Holmes right now?
He's locked in the bathroom. I tied him up there.
As you guessed, we wanted to ask him about the case.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Naruhodo.
just pulls out a gun.
Oh, Holmesy. I think you must still be in the middle of investigating a case.
Would that be Soseki's case?
Soseki, was it? He said he was going to that guy's flat. If you head there, I bet you'll find him.
Good.
Oh boy. Where might that place be, Miss Iris?
I think the policemen are still investigating the scene of the crime, but... Is there an inspector by the name of Toby on the scene?
Toby Maguire.
Yeah, I remember. There was a Toby.
Toby continued.
Toby, oh!
I knew it. Well then,
Throw the inspector in the pantry. Just like Ratatouille.
will you get this to Toby for me?
Toby,
It's a letter from the princess.
It's a letter from the princess. It says, "Dear pesky plumbers, if you do, I'm sure he'll spill the beans."
What is this?
It's from Bowser.
5 shillings and a message card, I believe.
Bribery?
Wow. Card addressed to Inspector Gadget from Iris. A message is written on the back.
Die.
That's what it says.
Die, squat alone!
That's all it says. Wow, what is that a threat?
Dear pesky plumbers, the Koopalings and I have taken over the English Empire at one of our Koopa hotels. If you want to find it, please go to hotels and check in. We're really hunting for money. Please just pay the full price.
So you'll answer anything the guy in the dark jacket asks, right? And then Inspector Gregson will just say okay to anything we want?
Mario. Understood. Thank you so much for this, Iris.
Iris,
Iris!
Iris!
No, this isn't happening.
There's no reason for me to go on. What? What am I fighting for? Meet the mission.
Now, I'll get back to writing the manuscript to the Speckled Band.
And you gotta help us.
I'll prepare more of my specially blended tea for you, so come and visit again sometime.
thank you very much, Iris.
You too.
With that, let us return to the crime scene once more.
King.
Dun, da, da, da.
This card, along with just 1 silver coin, who influenced the entirety of Scotland Yard.
With my ninja info cards.
We returned to the crime scene with the world's heaviest coin in hand. Bam!
It
Smack
weighs 5 pounds, but it's only worth less than 1. Toby continued.
Oh! Got him.
Dun dun dun. But I wanna go see Sherlock Holmes.
Save the game.
Save it.
Go.
So what then?
Got him.
Oh, this is a break point. What do you think, Brad? You still up for some more?
I might have to get going. So I
I
don't
might have to get going.
screw up.
I don't know. Should we do something else then?
What are you gonna do?
What would we do though? Play Detective Pikachu? No.
Hey, Tim.
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 Hey, Tim.
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 You're the worst Pokemon trainer in the world, Tim.
Hey, I didn't ask for a Pokemon, okay, Pikachu? Pikachu, come on.
Chris has saved 27 times. You're a very prudent gamer, aren't you?
Very prudent.
Saving your game so many times.
I can't read you.
You like to play Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, don't you?
How'd you know?
I saw your stream in the past.
Oh no! I can read your past. It's on YouTube.
It's on your memory card.
Just do Code Talker impressions the whole time until 3 hours are up.
I mean,
The clouded Kokoro.
Clouded Kokoro.
I don't know.
Wabakya.
So you think it's safe to say we'll leave it here for Ace Attorney? I guess.
I'd hate to cut it short just for my sake.
I don't know. Or we just go for half an hour more. We don't have to end right now.
It's only because they have to make it home before a certain time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe call it an early stream.
Oh, you've only been live for 2.5 hours.
Or maybe we'll just play Smash.
Means.
Let's play Super Smash Brothers.
You want to go one round?
I'll do it.
I hate to do this to you just for one round.
That's fine. That's fine, man. We just gotta. The only thing I'm thinking about right now is how we're gonna do future streams now that you've taken some characters under your wing, under your chicken wing.
Under my chicken wing.
That's my wing.
I got a wing.
Haha.
I'm gonna wing it.
Okay.
How am I dedicated to these? Am
Well,
I really?
it's a stone, Luigi.
I'm glad you like some of my voices.
Yeah. Yeah, you're the one good. Some of these roles were made for you because I can only do so many old British men. It's a stone, Luigi. You didn't make it. Okay. Well, for now, I'll call it there for this the video, the Ace Attorney,
YouTube.
the YouTube. So, if you're here just for Ace Attorney, thank you for watching. This has been me and Brad, special guest Brad. I don't know how often he'll come over to help do voices, but I'll do my best impression of him when he's not here.
Whenever I can, I'll be here for you.
As always, you can follow me on Twitch to catch me live next time I play this, or any other game like it, like Danganronpa. Or follow my YouTube or Twitter for updates about the stream and past streams. You can also follow this guy
Bradfield.
at twitch.tv/Bradderfield.
That's the guy.
He also does cool games. He's been on a Metal Gear binge lately, but also he plays other games like Danganronpa 1. He's still playing through it, so no spoilers.
No spoil.
No spoilers. Using vocal cord parasites.
He's talking about extracting my vocal cords. Hey,
Just
stay away
extract
from
his vocal cords. Only Psycho Mantis can do that. I'm sorry. Have a good night, Celeste. Have a good night, everybody. If you need to go to sleep,
Okay, good night.
probably should. I mean, it's going all night. If you need to go to bed, I'll let you. I'll play this again some other time. Probably, maybe on Thursday, Friday, one of those.
Keep
I'll
an
figure
eye.
it out.
See where the work takes me.
Besides then, have a good night. Yeah, have a good night. That's the video. So I'll catch you next time. Say bye to the nice people, Brad.
Bye, nice people. Thank you for being so nice. All right. See you next time.